Stream. Uh, get the link, copy it. Da -ba -da -ba -da. This week on Dragon Ball flipping clans,
Dragon Ball Z.
we want to see if Pipo gets murdered. Again.
Depends if you count me as being murdered earlier before, because I technically have not been murdered.
Yeah.
Hello! Oh, hey Bacon.
Hello.
But yes, hello and welcome to Verghast Crusade, Only War Clans.
Oh, that timing.
Yes. I am your host and Dungeon Master, Deadlight. Joined with me is Dio. He's mute.
Hey!
Also known as who's playing Falcon. Tyr.
He was probably AFK at the moment. He said he'd be back in 5 minutes.
No,
Also.
did he? I missed that completely. Balto.
Big V.
Grey.
Playing Brismere.
Serene.
Who is playing Pipo the Tyrellian,
For possibly about 5 minutes before the party kills him.
in which I will then turn into Commander Dragonfly.
And Bacon, who I have no idea what he's playing.
This is a good point. I need to go see what I'm playing.
I am completely blank character sheets, apparently.
No, I've got one. I was going to transfer it over. I'll get to it.
Thank you, Serene. If you send me that at the end of the session, I can make a token out for it.
Which
Or
one's the
ping
blank
you.
one? That's the blank one. Okay.
I'll let you know after the session. I
Yeah.
just got it
Yes.
from my fucking resource folder because I remembered it was there.
So yeah. Last week, the party went on a scouting mission. And managed to completely cock up the start of it. First off, they ran into a tree, which attacked them. And they used a crack missile on it. And then they ran into a crashed ship, where instead of getting ambushed, Pipo decided to cause perils of the warp on himself, switched bodies with a Tellarian, and then the Tellarian caused all sorts of havoc inside Pipo's body, resulting in the death of 7 people. Oh, no. 5 people and 2 lizards. So we start with Pipo having surrendered.
I've even cuffed myself.
Have you cuffed yourself?
If supplied with the manacles, I would have cuffed myself.
Unfortunately, the manacles were destroyed along with most of the other stuff in in the atlas.
So guys, do I get to kill him? The question.
You don't have a character alive currently.
Just I'll attack him as a ghost. Ooh.
I will make him feel bad. For what? Nothing. Ooh, feel bad.
So yeah. Pipo has stepped out, he's removed his helmet. Otherwise, apart from his removed helmet, he looks like a normal Tellarian.
I raise my gun
Yeah.
and take a full aim.
Okay.
Out. There
He did throw his own gun away before, right?
Yes.
When asked to.
Mm-hmm.
I threw it towards you specifically, Brismere, on the
Yeah.
ground.
I'll pick up this Tellarian rifle and tell people to step out slowly. And,
That's not funny! Bam!
Oh, yeah. Now,
Too quick! Open fire! It's just the
And-
fat kid from Scarface.
What?
If you haven't seen that part of the movie, then I will find it and link it.
yeah, after the session probably. So, okay, I really, I really want to make that someone else's problem. Preferably the Coven, so it's the black tanks, which are actually responsible for people as any other Psyker.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm?
That would be
So,
correct.
That would be the correct official approach.
Yes.
But the other problem is, besides of the Talarian stealth suits visor, we don't have any way to track the other Talarians. The Talarian ambushes.
You also haven't done any part of your mission whatsoever in the slightest.
Yes.
We found the scouts and we found the ship.
Okay,
We've done,
the
like-
other really big important part.
Blowing up the other ship. Yes, we haven't done that yet.
People
Killing.
will also point out taking me to that giving me to the black ships would also end in execution, if not interrogation. And
Why?
I am technically, if they find out that this is caused through psychic phenomenon, that could be seen as abuse of this immaterium and all that whatnots, which could end in execution, I'd imagine.
We will claim that only happened because the Talarian ambushers sniped Mira's rockets and blew up your overseer. Was basically a stress reaction that you couldn't stop.
Wait, Lucian is dead?
Yes.
There's like a massive crater in where the Atlas is.
Lucian
still
is
functioning.
dead, Mira
Still
is dead,
soldier.
her servitor is dead, Iguana is dead, and whatever Mira named her Svengag is also dead.
Like halfway through, people just like kind of like raises up a hand, is like, stop.
Yeah.
People is now very sad.
I tried to stop them, but things went very, very awkward. Awful.
Regardless of what command will do with people, I think we should now focus and use the tools given to us, probably by gift of the Emperor, God Emperor, to use the Xenotech against the Xenos and find the big ship we need to blow up.
Yeah.
Actually, who's getting the charges to blow that up?
They most likely were in the Atlas.
Or on our resident demolitionist, who apparently blew up.
Oh,
You're enjoying that way too much, Della.
I am enjoying the carnage you guys brought on yourself way too much.
We brought that on ourselves, yeah.
Thanks,
Blake.
Bacon.
You're welcome!
You can't blame me.
No.
Hey now, you can't blame me, right? I'm not the one that chose to swap them, okay?
No one
can argue that
choose
later.
to-
Blame the dice, not the player, man.
Yeah.
Also blame the player that caused that one, because before that we hadn't been doing Cynesians causes phenomena.
So, yeah.
It'd have been
Okay.
smooth sailing. Not that I'm mad, no you. Thank you, and
Yeah.
also fuck you at the same time.
Okay, so what we will do, or what I suggest we do, we continue our mission as if as good as we can, as if people was still in her own body, and use this xenotech you've just acquired to look out for other xeno snipers.
Yes, and so let's kind of currently pretend that everything's fine, so we can get post-traumatic stress syndrome later. But maybe
Yeah.
we should focus on the mission now.
And when we get back, we'll have, yeah, when we're about to get back, we'll see what happens then.
Now, who's going to drive the Atlas? Well, control the Atlas.
Who's going to repair the Atlas?
Yeah, we should
Still
probably
functioning
repair it.
somehow.
Clean out the Atlas of the mush that's left over, and repair it as best as we can.
I'm imagining that the inside of the Atlas is just covered in gunk everywhere.
Yes.
It's covered in what was Peepo, Lieutenant Crystal, and Overseer Lucian.
So the inside is completely red. If a command would inspect it, would expect use your words. They would suspect us of being chaos tainted.
Yes.
Yeah.
Be fair,
It looks like it looks like the Cornets had a party in there.
I don't think it's red. It's an explosion. I mean, like it would like burn the blood and everything.
Yes.
It's quite a dark red.
I guess.
I'm still saying
Blacky red.
some people did want to paint the inside of that thing. So
Not with... Peepo, this is your own
Not
body they
with-
paint it with.
I
Yeah.
am struggling with the humor myself.
No, sure, people paint the inside of their vehicles, but not with gore.
It's also not even. And it's kind of dripping off the ceiling. And it kind of stinks as well.
So yeah, let's clear out the freaking Atlas first.
It's also on 2 structural integrity.
Yeah.
Maybe you should repair a bit of the structural integrity if you can.
Yeah. Let's start with that.
People will try to assist if allowed. Being careful to do basically any action.
No, you just look out for other terrariums.
Surprise stealth dice.
Hayden
That
points his
Peepo
shot.
is just gonna put the helmet on slowly.
Hayden points his shotgun menacingly at everyone and anyone coming close.
Okay, so I would say I'll start with repairing the Atlas.
Unfortunately you can't because there's a problem of Hayden now being paranoid.
What?
Hayden is pointing the shotgun menacingly at anyone that comes close.
I hand my rifle and my knife and everything to Derek and come unarmed with only my multi-tool.
Okay.
I'm gonna screw you.
I'm not going to hurt anyone. I'm trying to fix the entire mess you and Mira have caused.
Hayden will let you proceed, but will keep an eye on you.
Yeah.
By the way, is there
Feel free.
anything left of Mira?
I imagine not.
Only her smouldering boots.
Okay.
Yeah.
So her dual missile launcher is also in pieces.
No,
Yes.
it does not exist anymore.
Oh, fuck. Oh, it's a good guy.
Her servitor also doesn't exist anymore. Her mount doesn't, and Private Iguana doesn't exist either anymore.
Okay.
So yeah,
Who is doing repairs on the Atlas? Is it you, Brisman?
yeah, I will.
Okay. You cannot use the Atlas to repair the Atlas.
Of course. I can use foresight, basically
Deadlight, why
taking my
not?
time. Taking my
I-
time to inspect the vehicle.
Yep, sure, you can use foresight.
I can use my multi-tour.
You
The
can.
Atlas is rugged. Bumby tour, I mean.
That is correct. Yes. You can also use. When I gave the Atlas random patterns, it also had one that gave you a +10 to using in addition to anything else. So I believe you might be
Cool.
capping out.
Yeah, because we also get a plus 10 from convoy training.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're capping out then.
Mhm.
Let me check what the vehicle is. Not critically damaged, so it is heavily damaged.
Plus, we also all have a
You've got tech use, right?
Mhm.
Gray, you've got tech use.
Yeah, yeah.
Then it is a +0 test.
Mhm.
What other other things? It's a -10 from the conditions.
I think I'm still at +60 altogether, because I would be at +70 without the -10.
That is fine then. You can just give me a tech use at +60. How many degree success is that?
8? 7.
7. So, in a 4-hour period, you are able to do 7 repair points.
Mhm.
And that whole time, Hayden is pointing a shotgun at you.
Yeah, that is factored in.
Okay. I like this as a factor.
Hayden is a factor, yes.
Yeah.
Um,
So it's now back to. It's listed as having 9 structural integrity, so it's now at 16?
no, I've already added it.
Oh, okay. Never
It
mind.
was at 2 structural integrity.
Okay, yeah. So I'll do some basic repairs so the Atlas will be walking again.
Yeah. I mean, you can do this as many times as you want.
Walking.
It has now fallen to night, though. By the time you finish that, it has fallen to night. Does
Okay.
anyone else do anything in those 4 hours?
yes. I will actually enter the Valkyrie.
Okay. Inside, there is a crew of. There are 14 guys in the back.
Alive?
No, dead.
I will collect their dog tags.
Okay.
Oh. No, sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
The dog tags say their name. They have a number on it, and nothing else. They have like the basic medical information, but nothing else. They don't say anything about the regiment.
Are they wearing any, well, regimental colors or something what is different from the standard uniform?
They're not wearing a standard Guards uniform. They seem to be wearing some sort of armored body glove. You're not in. You have no idea what this is.
Is it the same sort of gear as Crystal War? Lieutenant Crystal War?
No.
Okay.
Hers is more of a jumpsuit. This is more like an armor. Like, you guys wouldn't really know what armored body gloves are because they wouldn't be common on your homeworld. You look around for one in your size.
Ooh, I will also look around for one of my size.
Give me awareness test then. If you want to try and work out what they are, you can give me a -20 logic test.
Workout for the R, it's a -20 logic test.
Yeah. There is not one in the size of Deadlight Player,
Cry.
also known as Falcon.
Mhm.
I have no idea what they are. They look cool.
You don't even think they do anything.
Awareness. I just think they look cool.
People, can you give me an awareness test, please?
Yes.
Oh gosh. Sorry, like, people tell me about tokens in the middle of the session, and I'm like, I'm not going to sort that out now. I don't think Falcon.
Could you make your token normal size?
I can't, no.
There we
Totally could. There we go.
What's
Actually,
the
no, it's like simple.
Falcon is tiny.
Yeah,
Small boy.
chicken.
what's the bonus to this awareness test? If any?
You count as having an Auspex.
Plus 20.
Okay. Here it goes. I pass with 1 degree.
And Faye passed hers with 4. So if there is a Faye-sized...
Dude, is your character called the Falcon now?
No. Just what I put on the character sheet.
Yeah, that's what it comes up on the list.
Yeah.
He is the one who caused.
He no longer just responds to Falcon. It is now the Falcon. Because the legends has spread so far. He's badassery. No.
There you go. You should be able to edit your token. Move your
It's
token.
fucking Falcon from the GS5, goddammit.
Oh, this is not as bad as Morden.
This is
I
also
know.
Martin.
I know, I'm gonna ram infantry with a plane.
I don't understand the problem.
I don't either. Just don't hit the ground, and you can do anything.
Right?
Oh no, he completely missed and hit the ground.
He hit the water.
Oh yeah, well that was
Better
a bit
than the ground.
I suppose.
You also hit the vehicle you were trying to rescue.
Did you hit my fucking camera? I'm gonna be mad at you if you did.
Love
he did.
that.
He did hit a chimera. And he nearly killed it.
I
Ikaran.
dinged the chimera. I didn't.
He hit your current camera? Dude, that was literally my camera, hello?
No, it wasn't Ikaran chimera. The Ikarans don't have a chimera. No.
We do actually.
Oh, do you?
I am
Not
literally the camera right now in the your current game.
Oh no, it wasn't their one. It was just a random Ikaran sitting on someone else's tank fishing.
Okay.
I love how tilted Tyr got for a moment there.
I
Yeah,
am
no.
in a camera floating on the water somewhere.
If it was your chimera, you would be dead. Because they ended up blowing up the chimera.
Oh shit, that's not a good deal.
Because fish people got in it.
Okay. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, no, that was a random.
Yes.
Faye, you do find one in your size. So you may put it on if you wish.
I actually had something else to do also besides pointing a gun at everyone.
Yeah, well, that was. I mean, if you want to do that for 4 hours, you're more than welcome to. Otherwise, you can do something else.
Yeah, I wanted to check on the dead pilots because one of them is supposed to have a cybernetic head.
That is correct, indeed. You do find the pilots?
Am I able to unmount the cybernetic without any trouble? Or do I even know how to do it, actually?
Brismir would be able to do it quite easily. What you could do is like just cut around like the shoulder, so there's bits of meat on it still.
This is acceptable.
So, yeah.
I don't think the tech priest is gonna care. It's just gonna remove it.
Well, currently, after seeing the explosion of seeing the explosion of 2 lizards and a guardsman and a servitor, I think cutting off a shoulder seems rather tame currently.
Yeah, that is pretty tame. Yeah, there's also 2 like not pilots, but sort of crew members in the back of the Valkyrie. So it had 12 passengers and 2 pilots, and then the 2 pilots that were in the front that died.
Can I also check for one of those uniforms or whatever? Their
You may.
suits? Okay.
there is definitely not one in Pipo's size.
Is people bigger than us at Terrarian? I assume it would. Right?
He's only a little bit. He's not that much bigger. He just has a strange shape.
Physiology.
Yeah. He's about 6 foot tall. Broader shoulders. Certainly looks like. Now you can actually. Well, if he's cloaking, so never mind.
I imagine like I still have to like tap on like the wall, like guys, I'm still here. I haven't run off yet.
Every 10 minutes.
If you don't hear the tap, panic.
Oh, you know what? I don't care about the size. I'll like remove the suit from one of those guys, and I'll just put it on the side for later. As soon as Brismir has Atlas kind of like repaired, I'm gonna put it inside and maybe like adjust it later.
Yeah. I assumed you were going to loot the rest of the stuff.
Oh, yeah, I
Yes.
guess.
Well,
We
they were
definitely do
just
that.
going to take one on for right now. Like, guys,
Yeah, okay,
sit
no,
out
fair
there for a second.
That's fair enough.
You got a natural one, didn't you,
Yeah.
Faye? Yeah, you rummage around for a little bit, and you also find something else, which I will get back to you on. But yeah, what do the rest of you guys do in the time?
I want to secure the perimeter.
Okay, just awareness test then.
I'll suggest that Brizimir takes a look and see if the Valkyrie's communication stuff is still salvageable, because it could be helpful.
He's spending
That
4
is
hours.
in the time I'm repairing the Atlas at.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah,
Sorry,
in these
no.
4 hours, we can also just see if something's still operational within the Valkyrie.
Yeah. Inside the Valkyrie, you are able to find a cartographer.
Excellent.
It adds a +5 to navigate surface. I'll copy over what it is to Clan's chat. Something cool.
The cartographer is a
Cartographer.
small device, not a person.
Yeah.
This is
sorry.
irrelevant.
Okay.
It could be a small person who has the device.
The gun is pointed at it anyway.
This Tellarian stuff is pretty much trashed because he was on fire.
Is his gun trash?
No, his gun is not.
What is it?
Just a phase rifle.
I'll take it. In fact, I'll take all the guns of everyone who died.
Okay, are you taking it for yourself or you put it in the salvage gear? Because this is a big thing.
The phase rifle is the one he almost shot me with, right?
Yes.
Absolutely taking that.
Okay, that's fine.
But then all the other stuff I put in the salvaged gear.
If there's
Okay.
another Warblade, I'll grab another Warblade. If allowed, of course. Just assume that's the caveat with every action I take for a little bit, if allowed.
We do indeed collect the war blades, but until we have it,
There is no salvageable warblade.
Crying.
I mean,
Bad.
everything that was on this guy was destroyed because he was on fire. So the only thing that was salvageable was the things that he dropped. In this case, a single rifle.
I'm just surprised that the Warblade wasn't made of a durable enough of steel. Interesting.
The blade itself is fine, it's the handle, which, does stuff.
Nah, who needs a handle?
I shall
Just grab it by the blade, beat him
Yeah.
with it.
I'm sorry, I missed the very beginning of the session, but did people like introduce yourself as people to like the rest of the party?
yes.
Yes.
Yes. I actually
I
did
was
that
telling you.
last session.
Well, yeah, but like we didn't really do much with it. then.
Yeah, no. He introduced himself, and everyone was kind of like, we're going to pass this off to someone else because we don't know what to do. And
I
then-
even called Brisbane by name.
This is
Yeah.
true.
Basically, my idea is we have it confirmed by the clan psychers that it's actually people and not just a very good xeno infiltrator. until that is confirmed, she'll not be allowed to have any weapons.
Okay.
So currently, people doesn't actually have any weapons.
No.
This
Okay,
is
that's
fair.
fair enough. This is fine. Yes.
I am a weapon.
Pipo, can you give me a tech use test, please?
Yes.
I believe you people, by the way.
I have a high intelligence, so I believe in myself too. Any modifiers?
I'm just looking at what you've got. It would be at a -30.
I don't believe in myself anymore. What the fuck is going on?
Lights flash. You're not sure.
Outside of my suit or like inside the heads-up display of the
It
visor?
is on the headset display.
People will begin to panic, try to figure out like what the hell is happening with the helmet. Push a few buttons if need be, and just like try to like at least calm the machine spirit down.
It's Xenotech. It doesn't have Gene Spirit.
It has, just a weird one.
Yeah. From the basic gist, you think you're draining the battery.
I turn it off.
Okay. Pipo reveals himself. Herself.
Oh. What? I didn't hit the button earlier, and okay. Your fucking suit.
There's now a Chalarian wearing its suit. Or her suit.
In slightly broken low gothic.
No, your low gothic is fine, it's just your voice that's weird.
Yeah.
In a very strange accent. But yeah, does anyone do anything for any period of, extended period of time? Or are they just securing the area, looting?
Like getting data out of this Valkyrie, aside from Cardiff, like black box and that kind of stuff.
Yep, can you give me a tech use test, please?
Yes. Do you actually have anything that helps you with this?
You have your combi tool, you have probably your comrade.
Yeah, combi tool. We have a data slate to transfer the data onto.
Mm-hmm.
You have
The base
convoy
test
training.
is +10, and then any modifiers you can generate.
Mhm.
Convoy training would apply here, as would...
So you probably get a +30 already from the stuff I could name off the bat.
Limits.
Yep. Yeah, you transferred the black box.
Because that's kind of our mission as well, to recover all the data that as what's transpired to the plane.
Yep.
You can also rip out, if you want to spend some time, like maybe 2 hours, you can rip out some of the useful components from the plane.
Oh, definitely.
Yep, okay.
I'm having one of the guys aside from Brismer, Hayden, who's just standing there hell shocked. No, wait. One is securing the area, one is repairing, one is shell shocked. I'm doing this on my own.
Yeah, you're doing this. You can get your comrade to help you, but that's about it.
Actually, I'll come and help you, but I'll still point the shotgun at you while doing it.
I'll be helpful with this shotgun.
Morale, you know? Gotta keep it up. He's basically our old commissar. But with less screaming.
I imagine there's like a bit where you're just at the edge of 5 meters, and so you lean back so Hayden knows his gun. You lean back in, and he raises it again.
Yes.
That's what I feel like at the moment.
Yeah.
So you're repairing shot. I'm like, hey, do we need any from Valkyrie? You shot back. Yeah, the guns, the fuel, and any useful components.
Yeah, you can take some useful components. It has turned to night though now, so Brisbane has done about 4 hours of work. It's now night. So what do you guys wish to do?
I'm ready to move out, honestly. If we're done if they're done like ripping things off the Valkyrie, obviously. I'm ready to just move out and find that other Valkyrie. I don't know if we're going to be able to tackle the main objective in our current state.
You won't be able to do the entire night without camping.
Yeah.
We need to spend the night camping. I think it's best we.
Mhm.
Maybe
well,
we'll
I
move
mean-
a bit ahead.
If you want to not camp for the night, you will all take a level of fatigue. So,
No, I think we should set camp in a sort of defensible position, maybe inside the Valkyrie.
No. Camping here is an awful idea. We need to move
Yeah.
from here if we want to camp.
But do you have actually a better idea where to set
Just
camp?
Anywhere except here, honestly.
Hmm?
like
so like over here.
We
Say
do
we
not-
dig a hole, a big hole.
I suggest we
No.
camp on top of the Valkyrie.
We need to move, I don't know, like a kilometer away at least, and then like find a place.
Yeah, because there was 2 Tyrellians that got away that know we are here.
You suspect
Whether
there's,
they believe we stay, don't know.
you suspect there's actually 3 that got away.
Was there 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, that probably was.
Only 1 was killed.
well, one was on his last legs.
Yes. Then, if someone wants to try and find somewhere to camp, can you give me a navigate surface test? No, survival test, please.
Yeah.
But I'd only like 1. So,
Who would like to do it?
Yeah.
I'm rolling on a 40%.
Same.
Wasn't
Um,
Falcon going to stand around?
What is it based on?
I did.
Would it be intelligence? or perception?
Falcon is probably like the most well suited for this. He was already scouting around, so I would say like he's actually doing
yeah,
it.
okay. Then Falcon can give me a survival test.
Alright. I'll also keep myself in mud because
Medical reasons.
if anyone's looking at me with thermal goggles, the mud will disguise me slightly and give me a bonus to not being seen.
Give me a roll. Yeah, you find a nice largest cave near near one of the base of the valleys, next to like one of the rivers.
Nice.
It's big enough to hide the Atlas in. So
Awesome.
you do scout out. There are no bears.
Man, I wanted to do some bear wrestling training tonight, get my skills back on. I haven't gotten to do it for a while. No bears, I can't train.
Hey guys, you want to know something? You want to know something? Cave bears live in caves.
No way. My mind is blown.
You're also all pretty sure bears are 12 foot tall and eat people alive. Just in one bite. And
So
have 6 arms and 4 legs.
But
it's kind of like
bears are
Svorgag,
definitely-
but with more arms.
Yeah,
with
and 3
more
tails.
fur.
And they smell really bad at all times.
But since bears are bad news, no bears are good news.
Yes.
Bad
Yeah,
news
so
bears.
anyway. You camp for the night. How are you doing guard duty, if you're doing guard duty?
Peepo cannot sleep, so Peepo will of course be up the entire
You
time.
take a level of fatigue then.
Mm-hmm. I'll be taking levels of fatigue for like the next 8 days because of the mental trauma.
Yes.
I'll sleep like 3 hours and point guns at people the rest of the night.
No one is surprised by this development.
Do I get a level of fatigue for sleeping like very little?
You did get a bit of sleep. As long as you like power nap through the day and stuff, you should be okay.
Okay.
I mean, this is the thing. As long as you're not just like exhausting yourself all day, you'll be. But
I'm
you're
gonna-
you're kind of borderline.
I'm gonna hang out with people.
Chill with people, take some selfies, point your gun at him.
But first, let me take a selfie.
God, do not start that song. You will get stabbed.
You
Tolarian
know,
just
I'm
pops
probably
up
gonna
and
get stabbed a lot because I'm a melee character.
So yeah, does anyone else do anything?
I'm good.
Throughout the night, people will try to figure the suit and tech out while trying to keep some of the battery so it's still useful. I'm not sure how that would be done per se. Just
Sorry, I kind of changed about because I was thinking about Balta's question. Balta, yours counts as good, but it only counts for this war zone.
Alright.
So, if you ever leave this war zone for whatever reason, it no longer applies.
So it will be useful for other zones with that normal quality then.
Yes.
Good enough.
Yeah. I mean, it's still a +5 to surface navigate. There is very few things that give bonuses to surface navigate that are in the realm of a guardsman getting.
This is way more than what we expected.
while small, still useful.
But yeah, if no one else does anything, what do you do in the morning?
Take a guess.
You
Moving.
decide to hug it out with Peepo and then point your gun at him.
Aww.
Hugs me, but he still has like a shotgun in one hand, like stabbed straight into my side.
It is certainly tempting.
I tried to save you people. Don't fucking move. I tried though.
Yeah.
No, I think Hayden actually kind of believes this weird Xeno, and probably like points the gun less at him/her than at other people actually.
Okay, the Xeno lover.
The heretic.
Oh, that's actually quite funny.
Yeah.
I trust the Xeno that
yeah.
says he's someone than the rest of the party who are just normal people.
No, but she's pretty convincing, right? She's like saying all the right things, like
Yeah.
that Xeno wouldn't know.
Since people is still visible and there in the morning.
And still
is-
handcuffed if nobody took him off.
Yeah. That is quite.
Oh, you're handcuffed too.
Yeah, I handcuffed myself.
It's probably gonna last
yeah.
to break it.
You're not
Did-
like my weapons were taken, so I mean, there's no reason for me not to be handcuffed.
Yeah.
Did we get everything from Crusade 1 during the first looting?
I mean, you could probably. It's potential to get more stuff from the.
Did we get everything mission relevant from Crusade
Yes,
1?
you did.
Okay. And also, did we get anything that we do not want to fall into enemy hands from that?
I mean, you didn't destroy the Valkyrie, and you could potentially salvage more.
Well, it's on the way back home anyways, right?
This is true. You can navigate back to it easy enough, as long as you know roughly where you are. Okay, the body glove counts as 2 armor. If you're just wearing that to all locations.
Which is actually worse than normal.
Yes,
and
but a glove can be, if I remember correctly, it can be worn under armor.
Yes, it can, but it doesn't give the bonus to it.
No, but if I ever lose my armor, I will still have the body glove.
This is true. You can still wear this body glove. What have you noted it down as? Just so I remember.
I've noted it down as armor body glove.
Can you note it down as strange armor body glove?
I don't know. There's extra gizmos and stuff attached to it.
Certainly not standard gear, that's for certain. You have no idea where this could come from or why guardsmen would be wearing it.
In before their Inquisition. In before.
They're not Inquisition.
It's
We're
what
not
you
throwing
want us to
Inquisition.
think.
Everything. Why would you suspect the Inquisition?
I don't know. That sounds like something that would be thrown in randomly.
Because nobody expects.
Yeah.
That.
Also, we know the Inquisition is interested in the planet somehow,
Mhm.
since we do have an inquisitorial side objective.
This is true.
Yes. Which is to blow up a ship.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is a crusade. This is a massive incursion.
Yeah.
There are multiple regiments.
Of course, everyone is here.
Literally, like, most organizations are here.
Mhm.
You've heard rumors
I'm-
that there are members of the Adeptus Astartes here. No, you haven't seen any.
Wait, what? We heard that?
Yeah, you've heard a rumor from someone.
Mhm.
Like,
That's-
someone,
They-
like, a guy knows a guy knows a guy who has a cousin who knows a guy who knows a guy who knows a girl who knows a guy who said they saw one.
There's a girl somewhere in there? Okay.
It's probably Dragonfly.
I just want to point out that any sign of the Adeptus Astartes being here is a bad sign for us.
Yes, it is.
Nah, I don't see the problem. That's just motivation. Don't fail.
Even though the guy of a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy who knows a girl who knows a guy whose sister whose cousin is knowing the guy who saw it.
He's probably an Astartes who wants to scare people.
Probably means that that guy was on the receiving end of where the Astartes landed and just died in the Onslaught somewhere. Probably against horrific giant Xenos or Necrons.
Mm.
Or those walking exoskeleton things.
But yeah.
Yeah.
So, if you're finished with Crash Site 1, what would you like to do now?
Search for Crusade 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
did the Valkyrie have a black box?
It did,
We
Copied all the data.
we salvaged that.
Okay, cool.
but Faye did that. Faye did some salvaging.
Good job, Faye.
Oh, actually, I will, during the morning, I will copy the data from my data slates to, as well as to Falcon's data slate and Rismer's data slate.
Mhm.
In the event that mine got damaged, we still have a backup.
Yep.
You don't go near Hayden because he points a gun at you. And Pico doesn't actually have data slates, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm homeless kinda right now, you know, no gear, just different body, you know.
I mean, you have gear, you
process.
just don't know how to use it.
This visor probably has a data slate somewhere in it, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure I gave you a list
We'll
of what your
figure
gear
that
was.
out. We'll figure that
Um,
out later.
All you told me that I have on this guy is the grenades, the gun, the sword, and the suit.
You have Xeno propaganda and you,
And the propaganda.
the suit should count as having an specs built in, a normal quality.
Hmm.
But to use it requires a minus 40 tech use test. Minus 30, sorry.
Use that thing.
Yeah.
He is walking. So yeah, you're gonna try and find Crash Site 2.
Yes.
Mhm.
Then you may give me a navigate surface test. You may have a plus 10 from having the black box data.
Cartographer?
No,
from-
the black box data itself gives a plus
Ah.
10.
Okay.
The cartographer only gives Baltor a plus 10 because Baltor is the
Ah.
only one that has it. On Faye.
Mhm.
I just want to quickly congratulate Deadlight for not saying Freya.
Yeah.
So
I know.
it's plus 10. Oh,
I was just going to double check with the
4 degrees of navigate. Success.
I'm not even gonna try that because I'm at a minus 10 already.
So that's 2. Is that 4? Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
You are able to find the second crash site, which I don't have a map for. Awesome.
probably you expect like the last time, like they'll fuck it up, they'll just get lost somewhere.
No, I just completely forgot to make a second crash site.
Just
Sounds about right.
take this one and flip it 90 degrees or 180 degrees.
Yeah. If I put you there, then I can edit this one without like too much issue. I believe you're back at the start, so.
Feels bad, man. Makes me remember times when I was a human, and when Lucian wasn't a dead piece of shit. I miss you, Lana.
When Mira was still there.
One Mira who was still there. One of our punny lizards still alive.
Jim was already dead.
Jim was up.
There is no Jim.
There never was a Jim.
No, there was one. One Jim.
There can only ever be one Jim.
Yeah.
It's like Highlanders.
Yeah.
There can be only one.
And
Oh crap! I just deleted the Valkyrie. That's not what I meant to do. Yeah.
There is no second Valkyrie, apparently. It has been deleted by the God Emperor. Don't ask how I know this.
Heretic.
Just Xeno
Murder.
things.
no need for heresy.
Wait, why does that sound like an Imperial cartoon about how Xenos are bad? Just Xeno things.
Yeah.
It's like a sitcom.
So when I try pulling my token into the scene, I still get the old one.
Oh look, I don't know. Okay.
Yep. Never mind.
I'm not even looking at that scene. Okay.
Fair enough.
So.
Hmm.
So yeah, this is what you're greeted with.
It's way less messy than the other side.
Yes.
So there's still dead land sharks.
No, there's not. Shush. That is lies and propaganda.
Oh, sorry. I must have dropped that. I picked that up.
Also, Mira's not there.
Rip Mirror.
So yeah.
Rip Mirror Part 2.
What do you guys wish to do? I know your tokens are all in the mess.
Yeah, so control mine.
Also, who was driving the Atlas? Because
If no one else wants to, Derek is.
fair enough.
Oh, Derek.
And how is Pipo travelling?
Probably on the back of the Atlas.
Strapped to the wind.
I am the wind vane of this Atlas.
If they don't want the Terrarian to go into the Atlas, I will allow the Terrarian to get on snack.
I'm a snack. Yeah.
So yeah,
I'll make sure to get extra frisky. Mess with that paranoia. I'm joking. Don't shoot me.
That's fine.
Hayden gains 10 insanity from being sexually harassed by Solarian.
Sure, that's in the morning then, right?
You may, yes. Anyone who's rested gains a hit point back. Well, everyone gains 1 hit point back because it has been 24 hours, and first aid may be reapplied.
Yeah. So who does need first aid? I don't see the help.
Faye and Hayden.
I lost 2 wounds. Well, I'm 2 wounds below like max. It's probably fine.
No, you should be at 1 because 24 hours you gain a wound back.
Yeah, I was at 9, so I'm
Oh,
at
okay.
10.
Okay, fair enough, sorry. I didn't know if you were already out of that.
Good news, everyone. I'm not nearly dead. Mostly because this body never took damage, but good news.
Yeah.
Is it first aid or is it extended care?
It would be first aid. We didn't have quite the time for extended care.
Extended care would be like setting up a field hospital and camping for 24 hours.
So, Faye is at positive half, right?
Yeah, I'm at 4 hit points.
Hmm. 3, 8. You get 8 hit points back.
I'm fully healed.
Mhm. And Hayden, you are at.
I don't wish to be healed. I'm at 10 out
Okay.
of 12, and this is fine.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I can understand that mentality, because Tasso's taken 3 wounds, but I don't want to get healed because I can probably absorb a second hit in the other campaign before I actually need healing.
Yeah.
Brismere walks up to Faye.
How incredible!
Let me heal you. No, don't touch me.
Yeah.
Points a shotgun at him.
No. Faye is apparently fine with being bandaged. Hayden is.
Yeah,
Hayden.
not Faye, Hayden.
Sorry, my bad.
Oh, I'm
Sorry.
fine.
Faye was like, I can't take another shot like I took yesterday.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. I'll make sure to take 2 then.
Or 2 shots yesterday.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Take 2.
So, don't worry, you'll be fine.
I will take a awareness test.
Yeah, first let's try securing the site,
Mm-hmm.
and then
People,
So
you
what's
use the thing you said you can do with that suit. Like, see if you can see the other trillions who are around.
Nah, no guarantees. I don't even know how this damn thing works.
You haven't used it much at all, have you, in the nights?
The suit?
Yeah.
No.
Give me a tech use test at -30, please. Actually, -20.
Nope.
You think that the energy might have recharged some.
Okay. I'll power it up and take a look around with the all specs that it has.
Stealth mode?
No.
Okay.
Just using the all specs thing.
I should actually note that you are cuffed, because if I attack you, that kind of plays a big part.
I mean, I should still be able to defend myself rather efficiently.
Yeah, but they might do something else.
So it's a -30 to use the aspects. So this will even determine if I can use it. I can.
Yeah, you can. You don't need to make that roll anymore, so you may freely use the Auspex.
Hey, yes. And then a +20 awareness test coming right up. I see nothing. Actually, I'm gonna fate that one.
Does the Trillion have fate points?
I carried over my fate points.
Fate points are soulbound, not bodybound.
I like that this is a point of actually, useful thing.
Yeah, that's your discussion.
Fate points are soulbound. All right.
But yeah, okay, cool. There is nothing here, as far as you can tell.
Alright, I'll tell them that it's all clear from what the visor is saying.
There is actually a weak heat signature coming from the crashed Valkyrie.
I will call it out to Brizimir specifically, because if it's an injured person, he should be the first one to know.
Yeah.
And I will move up ahead of people to act as kind of a vanguard.
I
But I
will.
won't open the ship, obviously. 'cause
Before you get a chance to dismount, I take Snack and we go first.
Okay. I'll stay basically by the side.
Like I hate this become a taxi service. Because this isn't the first time you've been carrying around other PCs.
This is true.
It's just that adorable lizard face this time.
Mm.
Before it was because we were in a gunfight on like a highway or what have you.
Yeah.
This time it's just because I'm an adorable lizard.
Look at this token, it's so adorable.
Yeah.
So cool. Which is why people respond with Blam in GM chat.
With what?
The Blam icon.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yep.
Odds are I'd be executed if we had anybody that was sensible. And we weren't clans.
Look at this.
People blam.
I am Peepo! You are a heretic. I'm Bang bang! Ah!
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway.
you can see the original if people wish.
Hmm?
So adorable.
I will check in the camera, not camera, Valkyrie.
Okay. Yeah, give me an awareness test.
Any modifiers to that?
Plus 10. It's not a particularly hard one.
What's the awareness test for?
Brisimir is going inside the Valkyrie.
Ooh.
This is the second round.
I will fade that also.
Everyone is dead. Blah.
Yeah.
You get attacked by a weird
Okay.
monkey
Not
thing.
not much better. Still no succeed, but not quite as bad.
Falcon decides to, like, hide.
I'll take a look as well.
Brisimir, you look round, you sort of like looking for survivors, you don't see anyone. You dismiss everyone must be dead from the state of injuries, and so you start considering possible loot, like salvage operation. Hayden, however, takes a bit more time to study. He's not medically trained, and spots someone barely moving underneath, because several of the people have come free of their harnesses and such, and he spots movement underneath that. Moving the
So it's
yeah.
it's a case of didn't see you there.
Yeah. Also, I just realised I deleted the flipping pilot token again. God damn it.
Hmm?
I deleted the pilot
Just do
token.
that. God damn it. Just use the pilot token again.
Yeah, no, I deleted it.
Oh, we have a new Lieutenant Crystal.
This is Sergeant Crystal this time? She goes down in rank every time she dies.
Hmm.
Used to be a general, believe it or not.
No, she goes up in rank every time she dies. So you guys might actually keep her alive.
Hmm.
At this rate, she'll be the War Master. Maybe
yeah.
become the Emperor.
She'll become clean.
What happens if she goes even further beyond?
She becomes all four of the Chaos Gods at the same time. At which point, good luck trying to kill her.
Yeah. So far we weren't even trying. Anyways,
Well, Bacon was.
no, that was collateral damage.
To be. Yeah.
Anyway,
Hmm.
I will basically attempt to stabilize her, or check
yeah,
if
sure.
she needs.
Yeah, just give me a
Um,
history roll.
Yeah. Can I use the medkit and the diagnosis there?
You may, yes. Treat it as though a person was at 0 wounds. Wow, did you really
Yeah.
just...
I will also fade that. God damn it. because God Emperor, damn it.
Can I retroactively help him on this?
Do you have first aid trained?
I can menacingly point my gun at him to like make him work harder.
That's some commissar level of.
I mean, if you want to try doing commands to inspire.
Actually, yes. It's not gonna work, but let's try. Where is command on this? Oh, there it is. Fuck.
You are not very inspiring.
Yeah, anyways, I did succeed on 0.
Turns out poking someone in the back with a shotgun isn't inspiring.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised. He just isn't doing it right.
But yeah, she's stabilized. You don't know how long she'll be out for.
Yeah, but at least she's not. She's slightly less likely to.
Yeah, she's not going to die unless something hits her, but she's certainly not like gonna wake up and be helpful.
I have Derek drive up with the Atlas, and basically, do we have like a what is it called, a cot?
Not really, but you can sort of just make one in a chair.
Yeah. So, basically,
By the way, were you looking for the word gurney?
Huh?
A gurney?
Um,
The wheelie bed that you put people on?
not quite.
No.
No, he was
I would have called that. I would have called that a stretcher.
That works too.
No. What he was asking was for a bed inside the Atlas
Yeah.
to put her on.
Oh, okay.
A field bed.
Okay. Sorry.
No, but you can sort of like jerry rig one of the chairs to lie back, and then like put another chair up, and sort of like shimmy stuff about. I mean, it probably wouldn't be the first time somebody steps inside an Atlas.
It's quite comfortable. I assure you.
Definitely not.
So yeah. Aside from that, these guardsmen seem to be. Which regiment would this be? See, the problem is I got rubbish. I don't know the regiments very well in my corps, so I'm kind of like tempted to use regiments that aren't like in my corps and just NPCs. Yeah, you don't recognise them unless somebody's got a regiment to hand. They seem to be stormtrooper-esque though.
Yeah.
I got nothing for you. I don't know the regiments of Verghast too well.
Actually, no, wait, they're not, because otherwise you're going to steal the stormtrooper carapace.
You could just say it's too damaged. Like, the armor took the brunt of the force, and is the only reason why she's alive from the crash.
Yeah, that's fair. They seem to be stormtroopers, but like most of their gear is damaged. You suspect the only reason why she survived is because she's got a grav chute.
How the fuck did that help in the crash?
Because you don't suspect she was in the plane when she crashed.
Well, what? She wasn't she in the Valkyrie when we found her?
Yeah, she was.
What the heck? That means she like went inside.
But only
afterward.
her legs are broken.
So she could have crawled in and like pulled a body or something over her, so that if anything comes by, they'll just believe her to be dead.
Huh.
I mean, I would do it.
Yeah, no.
This sounds weird, but sure.
Like, the door wasn't closed when you opened it. It was partly open.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, that's.
I mean, it's better than laying in an open field with broken legs and in an enemy possibly controlled area.
I would honestly like hide outside somewhere, like behind a tree, not inside, but sure.
Anyways, I have Derek watch over her. Because yes. Yeah, no, it's fair enough.
Yeah.
So, and yeah, let's get salvaging.
I mean, she's not likely to have the best survival skills in the world. Let's be honest, she's a pilot.
Fair enough.
Yeah, and she's probably really comfortable in enclosed spaces and not in a forest.
This
so-
is a good point, actually. This is a good point.
If she is voidborn,
Yeah.
like many pilots are,
You're absolutely right, actually. Yeah.
yeah.
Forgot about this point.
But yeah, she seems stable. Her legs are quite badly damaged, but you suspect she might not walk again without cybernetics, or at least some sort of reinforcement to her bones.
At least she's alive.
Yeah, she's alive. She will live. So yeah, what do you guys? So do you wish to salvage this for parts?
First
Yeah.
input data.
First we'll get the black box.
The black box is a tech use test at +10
Mm.
with any additional modifiers. You may use the Atlas if you wish, because it is now close by and not being repaired. So that'll give you an additional +20.
20 from the Atlas, multi-tool. Convoy training does apply?
Convoy training does apply, yes. This is a standard Imperial vehicle.
Yeah. So yeah, I would say whoever makes the test maxes out on Pony.
I
For anything else, someone can help. We have all tech use.
Yeah, I can do it. I have 46 intelligence and 1 tick in tech use.
I have 51 intelligence and 2 ticks in tech use. So if
I
we're
say you
going
do
for
it
the
then.
highest,
Yeah, I suggest that people doesn't do it because people will incur a penalty for having her hands bound
yeah,
and not having the stuff.
yeah. Those are a lot of degrees of success.
How many?
5, 6, 7.
Seven. So that's okay. Cool. You do have to get the you at this point you do have to have the trade, and it's pretty full, but you know. I'm just updating you.
So, is that? Can I use that as basically a blanket test to
Yeah.
salvage anything of value?
Yeah. You salvage most of the stuff.
Are there guns also like damaged beyond like repair?
You could potentially salvage one of the heavy bolters.
Oh, no, I mean the guns of the stormtroopers.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Like there's bits and pieces that are usable and will probably go well in trading or
Yeah,
turning
yeah.
in, but not. I'm not giving you hot shots.
No, this is fine.
But deadline.
But our killing potential.
Like, what about like the last cannons and everything that the Valkyries have? Can we like salvage this? Not for use, for trading.
For trading,
Well, maybe for use, but. You know.
let me actually quickly have a look, see what the Valkyrie would have. There is one weapon that is salvageable, which is a chainsword from one of the officers. This is like a sergeant.
I wish I could use it. Well, when I'm not, of course, bound. I mean,
You would salvage fuel like last. It's not important.
For us, it is because
everything we do basically requires fuel.
yeah,
and you don't get given fuel.
yeah.
Okay.
And we operate out of super heavies, so those take a lot of fuel.
So, sorry, I keep thinking like in logical military terms, so this doesn't.
Oh, you're fine.
Yeah, no,
You're fine.
it's fine. This is 40k. Logical military terms do not apply.
Yeah. for us, fuel is relatively important since we don't have supply lines in the traditional sense.
Fair enough.
We are the
think,
supply line.
think a little less military, a little more Mad Max.
Yeah, no, that's actually what I thought after you guys mentioned this.
Yes, there is actually one weapon that is salvageable, one of the heavy bolters.
Let's grab that.
Well, we could mine that on the Atlas.
We already have one.
Yes,
There is already
doesn't
one.
it have one already?
Mount water on it.
There is one clip that is salvageable for it.
Twin link that shit.
I mean, this would not be the place to twin link a vehicle, but you could potentially do it, yes.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying we could twin link it later.
This is true. This is indeed true. So yeah, you salvage it, you throw it into the supplies. And yeah, what do you wish to do now?
Well, our primary objectives was recovering the data and location of the planes, correct?
And destroying them.
And destroying them.
What about the pilots, the crew, and the stormtroopers? Do they have like any cybernetics on them?
Can everyone give me a -20 awareness test?
-20.
Yeah, most of their gear is quite damaged, so trying to find anything is quite hard.
Fuck yes.
No.
Nope.
Still adapting to this body.
Busy with something else.
Tyr, you are able to find a demo pack.
Yeah, what?
Demolition
Demo pack.
Demo pack.
I was looking for cybernetics, but sure.
I mean, like, this is just a blanket, let's search the vehicle and them for
Okay,
supplies.
okay, no, this is fine. Okay, fair enough, sorry.
Like, most of their cybernetics are broken as well.
Alright.
Oh no, I got a
what
giant
he's looking
explosive when I
for
was looking for something else. Drat.
I mean, it's like, you've got to take down a massive ship, and you have no explosives currently.
So well, not anymore.
Yeah.
We
I'll
have one
keep,
brick of C4, basically.
I'll keep the demo pack and I don't trust anyone else with it.
Oh, you could trust Falcon.
Nope.
I'm totally
Yeah.
training tech use.
I mean, you should
No.
be, because you should have it from being in character, for Clan's
Yeah,
character.
I know. I was being honest.
The way you said it, though.
Yeah.
It's that delivery you gotta work on.
Anyway, what I think he is looking for is the missing officer's cybernetic. for
There are no, appears to be...
cyberneticist.
No, I already got that. I was looking for some bonus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's none of those here. I should actually note that down as well. Yeah. Who is carrying that, if anyone?
The demo pack?
The cybernetic?
Yeah.
I would be.
I think that would be Hayden because
Yeah,
he is the only one that actually had dealings with the cyberneticist.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so as well.
So,
Also, he cut it off and didn't say anything of giving it to someone else.
if I remember correctly, just to make sure my records are correct, Falcon, Hayden, and Faye all took the strange armored body gloves. No one else took any.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've already got pretty good armor, so.
Um,
It also doesn't
Well,
fit you.
we took the rest of them, but
Yeah.
only
I'm
those
trying
are
to keep
really
salvage
bad.
gear separate from what you guys are carrying yourselves.
Okay.
So if you personally want to take something, say, otherwise I will put it to salvage gear unless it's a mission objective item.
Okay.
Yeah. Just as you're finishing up, who's actually inside salvaging?
Anyone that is not Falcon.
Yeah.
So you three are in there.
Peepo was
Mr.
outside
Excel.
still.
People is outside. You're probably on top of the Valkyrie because you can actually see unless you want to be somewhere else.
On top is fine.
Okay. Are you comrades inside?
Mine isn't.
Derek is in the Atlas.
Okay. And Falcon, you're going to be staying all the way back there. Is that correct?
Yep. Stealth.
You realise you can't hide in the middle of the open.
Go inside
You've
of, like,
actually got
this
to be in
tree.
cover.
Could
Or
have,
something.
yeah.
That way you're close enough to respond to any threats that come at us, but you're also not close enough to catch a frag or whatever.
Dr. Abel would be standing outside the hatch looking around.
Okay. If you can put the wings icon on him to show that he's outside, like on top of the Valkyrie. Does that make sense? So Falcon, where are you actually hiding?
Far.
Okay. Yeah. I just need to make some rolls now. And I'm going to do them in secret by using real life dice. Because secrets.
I can only imagine what other Trellians are gonna think when they just like, oh hey, there's one of our guys standing on a Valkyrie in handcuffs. What's he doing up there?
Maybe we are lucky and it aren't terrain ambushes this time.
I would be surprised if it wasn't, to tell you the truth.
Yes, that's why I said lucky.
In before Nurgle.
No.
How many degrees of success did you get to get on your stealth?
5.
Okay.
No, wait, 6.
Jeez. Okay, cool. Peepo. You spot some movement
Well, what direction?
from the ridge.
Am I able to discern exactly what it is?
Your how many degrees of success did you get? 5. No, that's not the right button. I need to actually look up how this works.
I got 5. And that was using the visor. So if that factors in at all.
Yeah. Okay. You do have the visor, so yeah. It appears that they have caught on to. Well, they're not sure, but they're certainly not showing up like they did before.
Right.
And you see you see it also as like hazed outlines. You're not quite sure, but you see them over on this ridge. 3 shapes.
I should ask this real quick. Would anybody have given me a combi link to the squad?
Probably that would have been a good idea.
Should have clarified this sooner. I didn't think about it until now.
That's fine. If someone wants to try and set it up on his helmet, it would be a -30 tech use test. No, -40 actually, unless it is people trying to do it himself.
Well, they could just like give me one to like have like in my hand or something, since I'm not really gonna be able to do much else.
You could
That way I can
post
just, like-
Dr. Abel, who has the combi.
Yeah, Dr. Kibble is outside.
I'll whistle down towards them, and I'll kind of use my new tail appendage and kind of like point in the direction, and tell them that there's something there. I can't tell exactly what it is, but it is Tyrellian in nature, from what I can tell by the outline.
In which direction?
Southeast.
Alright.
So like right over here.
Don't mind me.
We see nothing.
You see nothing. Oh, okay. They would have actually got it. Never mind. Doesn't matter. Do they not have? Oh no, they do have lightning reflexes, so this should be 2d. Yeah, can you roll me initiative? That is... What? Why is... Oh, I've typed that in totally wrong. Can you roll me initiative, please? That face.
It's the greatest face. I'm kind of sad that I picked the green background, but whatever.
I mean, I can change it between sessions.
Yeah. I didn't know you were asking for the background. I was like, color? My favorite color, green.
The only real color.
The only true color.
Oh no, I
All
should have
other
just given
colors
you.
are false.
I should have just given you clans orange.
That or like a gray or something. A white could have worked as well.
Faye is going last. So yeah. Currently the only Falcon, you gonna roll me awareness? Initiative?
Yes.
Remind me quickly what happened exactly, like what you did to people, like point at them.
I used my tail.
Why
like-
are you silenced? Any specific reason?
I don't really have a combi to call it out, so I would have just like poked at him and like pointed in the direction, because I think that's how people would react personally.
You wouldn't say anything, it was just like point to some place.
No, he did say the Trallian nature something.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay.
But he can't say it over the comm beats, so
He said it to Dr. Ibble, and Dr. Ibble would relay that.
yes. But they did spot people doing that, so that means they do get to react before.
Okay.
So, it would be a turn of surprise. So Pipo is not surprised, nor is Dr. Ibble. Also, Falcon, can you give me an awareness test, please?
Yes. Do I get any bonuses?
The test is at -30.
Oh, yay.
You don't spot anything, so you are surprised. And everyone who's inside something is automatically surprised, because there's no way they can see it.
Wait, what am I surprised by?
Nothing.
That's a surprise, Falcon.
That's the surprise bait, Dio.
Oh, but I'm super sneaky.
Yeah, it's a shame,
Hmm.
because they got 6 degrees of success on their stealth on their awareness test and swatted you.
Wow, really? Damn.
Yeah.
Nice.
You know what? I'm going to spend a fate point to add 1 degree of success to my stealth roll.
Why? So I don't shoot you straight away.
Yeah.
Oh, but Dio.
Plus, I'll never get to use the bloody ambush talent if if they keep detecting me the moment I
Stop getting detected.
fight.
Well, maybe if you stopped hiding in their hiding spot.
Yeah. Did you again step on the stuff around you?
I'm starting to think he's a Xenolover.
Yeah, that was so funny when he actually did that on his own without me doing anything. Like the exact same spot.
That was
Like-
great, actually.
I was like, yeah, no, they just automatically detect you because you ran into 1 meter of them.
Yeah.
But yes, people, what do you do? They seem to be taking an aim, or you can't really see them. They're just sort of shapes. You point it out. What do you do next?
Would we have drained the fuselages, and would they be able to provide cover for me?
Yeah, you can take cover behind the Valkyrie.
Right. Do I know if there's any fuel left in them, or am I just gonna have to take a gamble from?
I imagine you guys drain fuel pretty early on, so you can remove the pipes and such later. So
Right.
they are safe.
So, being with no weapon and no quick way to get to them, people will dive for cover.
Okay.
You just said people will die.
People will die. No,
I mean,
dive
The
for
best
cover
place
and
to go to cover is to just jump off the back of the Valkyrie.
Mm.
Or like behind the Atlas or something.
Which, if I can jump off the Valkyrie without like hurting myself,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
like
I'll do
3
that.
meters tall.
I just need to get to cover because I don't have any way of retaliation.
Yeah, okay. Just move yourself in. Let me just remove your wings. Okay, cool. Yeah, you just drop into cover. Prism means surprised. It's then their turn. Seeing as Pipo is gone, one of them will take a shot at Dr. Ibble.
And dribble.
Right. He's not
Yeah.
surprised.
He is not surprised, no.
See if they hit.
Wow.
Is that a jam?
That is an overheat, so he drops the gun.
Okay.
The next one will also take a shot because that was rubbish.
Oof.
I hate these guys.
Oof.
No, only 2 of them take shots, so 2 of them materialize. If they have this shiny icon on them, you cannot see them at all. Only
Yeah.
people can see them. So.
Okay.
Jeez.
This helmet is awesome, guys. You should possess Xenos. This is great.
Kill you and take it?
I don't think the helmet would fit you because I have a muzzle.
Damn.
We could probably refit it. Or something.
And then they both fall prone. So
Mm.
this one is actually going to be over here because I don't like this one. So Dr. Ibble, what do you wish to do? You've been shot.
Yeah.
And they miss horribly.
Would the Fae have heard the shots by now?
Faye acts as surprise to this first round.
Dr. Bo will get down from it,
Mhm.
and hide behind the Atlas for now.
You drop down.
Wait for or he will use his half action if he can to spot.
Sure. Which one is it? Actually, no, he can't from his spot. Because you're
Because it's
behind an
prone.
Atlas.
Alright, fully behind.
Yeah, if you're fully behind the Atlas, you can't also spot.
If
Uh,
I'm like half behind like this, taking a bit cover, but
You could spot this one.
not the one straight in front of me.
No, because that one's cloaked.
Oh, sorry. I thought that was one who shot me.
No.
So, if you can see that one, he's taking the spotter action, which is aiming, actually.
Okay, well, he can aim at this one. You can't aim at this one. Really. This is just rocks. This isn't even like a cliff. Or it's like a tiny cliff. Like maybe 1 meter tall. But yeah. Anyway, it is then Falcon's turn.
Hey. So I don't see anyone, right?
You see 2 people.
Oh, where?
These 2.
Oh, cool. But I'm going to make an awareness test around me.
Okay.
Since we've seen these guys before, and we're like, okay, I know what your tricks are. Do I get less of a penalty to finding
No.
them?
No.
Okay.
We need to murder more stealth Trillians, steal their visors, reverse engineer it for you guys.
Yeah.
We're on the microbead with. We've given people a microbead, right?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
But
So
Dr.
you've just seen the
inform
Solarian
you
run
that,
off the top and jump off
guys-
the back of the Valkyrie. Kind of amusingly, like.
We can still relay through each other.
I'm going to spend a half action to make an awareness test,
Okay.
and I'm going to spend another half action to make an awareness test, and that's my turn.
It's getting better.
I mean, there's nothing stopping you from relaying to Dr. Ibble to ask Peepo, because he is rather close.
Then it's in Hayden's turn. What does Hayden do?
I will.
Isn't he surprised?
No, I was previous round.
Ah. My bad.
So, like, we got shot, so we know they're there, right?
Yeah. Well, you heard gunshots, so. Plasma
Well,
shots.
I mean, yeah, I mean, they got, like, they shot around this area, so, like,
Yeah.
they're shooting at us.
Yeah.
I will run to here with a full move, and then shoot at one of them, because they're whip shooting.
Okay. It is a -10 to hit. Because they are prone.
Because they're prone?
Yeah.
I'll shoot in a single shot. What's my range? It should be 30, yes it is.
Yeah, it is just 15 meters, so.
Yeah, let's see, I don't have a comrade, no I don't.
No, he died.
He did die.
Well, I mean, he's with you, just in another sense.
Jim will always be in your hearts.
Mhm.
Unless someone removes your hearts, and in which case he won't be with you.
It'll still be in your heart, just your heart won't be with you.
Wow.
So if they ever steal your heart, they'll have a captive.
You miss. Peepo,
Um,
what do you do?
I will call over to Dr. Ibble to radio over to Derek to have him open the hatch.
Open the hatch! Open the hatch!
And if the hatch is open, people will run for it. Try to get in.
I mean, since it's isn't an Atlas open-topped anyways?
No.
No?
You're thinking of Salamander.
Okay.
Atlas is more of a chimera. With
Yeah.
a massive crane on back.
So, yeah, I think no one has closed the hatch anyway, so it should be open.
Yeah, so you can just jump in the Atlas if you wish.
I go straight in.
Out of curiosity, what's the rear armor of the Atlas?
It is...
Because this might actually be dangerous.
Rear armor is 16. Side armor is 18.
Fine, actually.
That's Pito's turn. Because
Okay.
it takes a run to get there.
Brismine? What is yours?
Let me quickly look up something. This is not what I'm looking for. Yeah. Stop users. Good. 45 degrees. Could you give me a protractor or something?
Maybe?
Yeah. So, with people being there and pointing out where where Terrarians are, Derek will get on the heavy bolter and start suppressing firing.
Oh, are you trying to suppress from the heavy bolter? Heavy bolter
Yes.
is at the front of the vehicle, here.
Isn't it pintle mounted?
Hull mounted.
Oh,
I mean, you could grab that other heavy bolter that's in the vehicle and just like fling it out the hatch and just start laying down fire.
Literally Rambo.
Yeah, you won't be
Yeah.
able to hit shit, but you'll still get the suppressing fire effect.
that's it's suppressing fire. It's not hitting things is not the point of that.
It's making a lot of noise, is the point of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically forcing them to keep their head down. If I can, I would try basically this area. Just
Do you have bulging biceps or something that means you auto-stabilize? Because otherwise you have to spend a half action to stabilize.
okay. So I can't actually do that.
I don't
I
think.
I thought it was a pintle-mounted heavy stubber that I could just use like this?
No, your vehicle does not have a pintle mount.
I was sure the Atlas has only a pintle mount.
No, it has, but ours is equipped with one.
Yours is not a normal Atlas.
Yeah.
Yours is a Clans Passing Crawler Atlas, which has a hull-mounted heavy bolter as standard, or
Okay.
hull-mounted heavy flamer as standard. And then it may, as an option, take a pintle-mounted heavy stubber.
Okay.
That is where you're getting confused.
Can I... I would need someone else in here to mount the heavy stubber. Okay, then my action will actually be turning the Atlas so it shows its front armor towards the
Okay.
guys.
Oh.
I will.
It looks like
Since it can't quite turn on a dime, it's probably still providing a bit of cover for Hayden and Wilbur.
It's got tank tracks. It can turn on time.
It has actually even legs, so
Oh, then yeah, it can definitely turn on time.
yeah.
So it's probably turned diagonalish.
Metal Gear!
Yeah.
I imagine I imagine both Hayden Ibble just kind of show me around.
Yeah, I would think so actually.
And hide behind the legs. So, from my position in the Valkyrie,
Mhm.
could I see those guys? Could I take aim?
You could, yeah.
So yeah, I'll try shooting.
You can't shoot
Which
this one
one?
because it's behind the Atlas, but
Yeah.
you could shoot this one.
Yeah, I'll try shooting that guy.
Okay, cool. He is prone, so there's an additional -10
Yeah,
upon me.
trying to hit. I take a half aim. It's short range, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take a standard shot. It's -10. Yep. He might be hit.
He will attempt to dodge.
Which one are you shooting at?
The middle one. So only one I can shoot at.
He is hit.
He takes 13 pen 0 damage.
To the arm. Yeah.
Does 24. Should be an arm.
Yeah. Let me just open my.
He
card.
takes 2 critical.
Can somebody get that up for me, please?
And he also has to make a
Yeah.
agility roll. Or be set on fire.
Okay. He make an agility roll. He is fine.
it's energy.
Yeah.
He is his arm is useless for 1 5 rounds, and he takes 1 level of fatigue.
Okay. Would you like to roll me a 1d5? Great. Ba-da-ba. Okay.
He was that the one that already dropped his gun?
Yep.
Oh well.
That's why here's a different symbol. It's then not face turn because it's then their turn. Peepo, did you close the hatch when you jumped in?
I did not.
Okay. This one will disappear.
Oh, please come within fighting range of me so I can actually do something.
He then also picks up his gun, his offhand. He's gonna stay prone. This one will also disappear. Whoop. Prone, and then just like move there. This one appears prone and does a cold shot with a full aim to the open hatch of the Atlas. with a grenade.
What?
Even with range?
Yeah, they've got decent strength.
Yeah, 4 times 3 if they had the same strength as me.
No, they don't. Also, why do you have 3 strength?
4 times 3.
Oh, 4 times 3. Yeah, but plus unnatural strength as well.
Oh yeah. 5 times
5
3.
times 3. And you can throw like any range.
That
You
is
just
true.
take penalties. So he takes a full aim. It is standard range. It is a standard attack. And minus 20 for it is a cool shot.
Please miss.
Yeah.
He hits!
Can Derek try to drink?
He may.
That is
The vehicle is silenced, so it is a minus 30. And the movability is minus 10. So it is a minus 40 operate surface test.
okay. Never mind.
Could I try to throw it back out?
Or as a sort of dodge test, close the hatch.
Yes.
That-
Yeah. That is probably a better one.
Mhm.
Okay.
Because people, you should know what this does, because they're giving you the rules for it.
Yes. But people in character wouldn't.
Oh, this is true. So yeah, you may try a minus 10 agility test to close the hatch, people.
I close that bitch.
Then it will land right on top of the Atlas before detonating.
I imagine people like climbs up and is like, as he is hopping in, he just sees this glint as the grenade is coming. He's like, oh shit, dink.
Damage. Boop. 13 pen 4. What is the vehicle's side armor?
18.
18.
Yeah.
Does
so
nothing,
it
just.
does nothing to.
However, it is blast 4. So it hits Dr. Ibble, doesn't
Hayden.
hit Hayden, and Private Geck.
So Dr. Evil will try to pick a dodge chest.
Yes.
Suppose
That would be wise.
everyone will.
Hayden dives out the way.
Oh, excellent. Snake can pick me up.
Dr. Evil does not.
Then he takes a
13 pen 4.
pen 4, and it is not explosive, it is energy.
Also, the lizard will, Private Gex will try to dodge.
Yes, I imagined he would. Use the lizard's agility.
He eats it. He just tries to like eat the plasma that's coming towards him. Just, ah.
No, then they both take a strength 13 pen 4 hit. Which I'm...
Dr. Evil just goes to 0. Because he just ignores armor. He doesn't have armor. And he has toughness 3, so minus 10.
And Gex should be quite fine as well.
Yeah, he has.
He'll be somewhere around 1 or 2.
4 toughness. Ignore the armor.
3 wounds?
So 9 damage.
Mhm.
3 wounds. Yeah. There is an explosion, it rocks the Atlas, but otherwise there's nothing. Faye.
Is Dr. Evil still conscious?
Dr. Ibbles is still conscious.
Okay.
He's treated like a PC, so he goes into crits like normal. He just does not hate fate.
I'm actually in cohesion with him because we're within 5 meters of each other.
Mhm.
His half action will be aim at the one that just threw the grenade.
Okay.
His other action will be Laskin volley. It gives me a +5 on my attack, but it's also good. my action will be have a shoot. Spotter is
It's actually a +10 from the Laskan Valley because you get a +5 naturally and another +5 from the talent.
Also, you can't stack half aims.
sorry. Okay, so I don't aim. I will just I will move to the door and next to the hatch and shoot.
Okay.
But I get bonuses from aim because of the spotter talent.
Yeah. That's why I was saying you can't aim and your spotter can't aim, and you use both aims. But that is definitely a hit, so he will attempt to dodge. There was a -10 onto that as well because he was prone.
You're right, -20 because I think I'm +70, but I have to reload my roll.
No, he is hit.
Just reloading my roll 20.
This is probably going to be somewhat unpleasant for him.
Yeah.
We're felling 4 and 10 fuck you.
Pen just.
Then fuck you is right.
Yeah. Would you like to roll
Only
damage,
had
please?
felling. Oh wait, it does.
It
It
does.
does. It's a long lance.
How many degrees of success is that?
Wait, more than enough.
9?
Yeah.
Maybe 10 actually.
Don't forget there is a -10 that should be applied to that.
Oh, okay.
-20, so it's 88. 7 degrees, okay, I don't, right? Oh, I need to roll 2 extra dice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which,
That doesn't Righteous Fury.
no, I don't. But still,
27, 10,
shit looks-
and everything. Yeah.
and forget your armor.
This one shots the terrain, doesn't it? Unless it goes to crit.
It does go to crit, but it goes to crit 8.
Ooh.
Also,
Where does it hit?
make
Crit
15,
8.
that's 51 in the body.
Wait, what?
I hit his body.
No, you said something else as well, and I didn't catch that.
I rolled 15, so 51 for its body, that's what I said.
Oh, okay.
As the attack washes over the target, his skin turns black and peels off while melted fat seeps from his clothing and armor. Target is stunned for 2d10 rounds, and the attack halves his strength, toughness, and agility until he receives medical treatment. The extensive scarring deals 2d5 permanent fellowship damage.
He's an ugly terrain.
Would you like to roll me, would you like to roll me 2d10? He's stunned for 5 rounds. Okay.
No, that
Oh, no,
is
that's the fellowship damage.
Oh, no,
That's the stunning.
Yeah.
I
Stunning
don't
is
think
11.
I don't think the light cares about the fellowship damage.
Like,
I do.
Yeah.
I literally, like, run out of... It only goes to 9, so I have to put 2. Okay, that's fine.
Because he also would need to make a toughness test for his shocking at long last.
Oh, he's stunned anyway, so I think
Yeah.
it matters.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't stack.
He gets a degree. He gets a level of fatigue from that.
From shocking?
If it has a shocking test, he gets a level of fatigue.
Yeah, because
I
fuck
thought-
you even more.
Wait, what? Is that how shocking works? Because I thought it was
Yes, it is.
level of fatigue. Okay.
What's this?
Shocking. I didn't think it gave you fatigue.
Yeah. Shocking's awful.
Don't get hit with it.
Is it? I just wanted to double. I just want to reread from my own memory. So please. One sec. No, he doesn't take a level of fatigue.
Where at
I
least
don't know where you're getting that from.
from the shocking
It-
quality.
A target
I'll
that takes
link
at
it
least
to you.
1 point of damage from a shocking weapon after armor and toughness bonuses must make a challenging toughness test. If he fails, he is stunned for a number of rounds equal to his degrees of failure.
Could be
It
possibilities thinking of
might-
Dark Heresy,
Yeah, that might be it.
but I'm not certain about that one, so don't quote me on it.
Don't remember shocking. Yeah, I've never known shocking to give degrees of fatigue.
I think in Dark Heresy first edition it did so.
Well, he doesn't need to make a test because he can't get more than 11 degrees of failure on his toughest test.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter. Is that? I believe that's everything.
That is. No, then I will, as a free action, try to hide again. Hide, meaning I will seek cover inside.
Do
Oh,
you have?
also Dark Heresy 2e does shocking for
Yeah.
Oh, right. Well, it's not in only war. So,
Mm.
do you have the ability to rehide after firing a shot?
Yes, skilled sniper.
Okay.
Stealth sniper.
Stealth sniper.
Right.
Stealth,
Yeah.
it's called skilled sniper.
Whatever.
No, it's called stealth sniper.
Stealth sniper.
Whatever.
Potato, potato, it don't matter.
I
Because
believe you.
you need to make an awareness test. It's an
Yeah.
opposed stealth awareness.
Wait, what book's this talent in?
Shields, I think.
They fail worse.
Okay.
They fail worse, so you're able to rehide.
Fate didn't fail.
They failed worse.
Yeah, no, they failed. Sorry, I read it the wrong way around. Everyone's sending me stuff at the same time, so I can't pay attention.
It's fine.
You're right.
Got
It's
deadline.
stealth sniper. Sorry, you're right. Stealth sniper. Skilled rider.
Yeah, it was something entirely different. Now.
Falcon!
Fuck.
Falcon!
Awareness twice.
Ooh, I have both of those attitudes. Me! So, I can only see this guy, those two guys, right?
No, you can only see the top guy.
Oh, I can only see the top guy.
The other two have gone back into cloaking.
Ah. Peepo. Or whoever's near Peepo, could you ask Peepo where the enemies are?
You suspect them to be by there if you wish to shoot at their spots.
Okay. But, over the radio, if Peepo directs me as to where he sees them, can I get a bonus to spotting them?
Potentially, if people wasn't trying to hide in Atlas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't
People
think
knew
the
where they
visor.
were.
Yeah, I can give you where I last saw them on the visor.
Could you please do that?
I will do that.
He gives you the green X's.
Great. And by looking specifically in that area, can I get a bonus to my awareness test?
You may. You may have a... Instead of it being minus 30, it may be minus 20.
Oh, yay.
You don't sound
Sorry.
enthusiastic about this.
Oh, yay.
Because you passed.
Yay.
You do see the closest one to you.
I take a half aim at him.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
Fair enough.
Don't worry, guys. I totally know what I'm doing.
Hayden, what do you wish to do?
I will yell "fuck you," shoot at last known position of the guy I was shooting at, which is here.
Okay.
I just
Give
love
me
that.
give me a minus 20 awareness test.
Okay. -20.
Mhm.
No, I have no idea.
Yeah, no.
I'm-
Yeah, no, you're pretty sure he's still in the green X.
Yeah, and I don't jump just to make sure.
Yeah, but otherwise you just miss.
Yeah, and am I close enough to get on Snake? Or half action?
You may.
Yeah,
yeah,
I'll,
you
I'll
may.
do that. And that's my turn.
What does Peepo do?
How hard is it to break cuffs?
Do you know what? There are actually rules for this.
Is there?
Yes, there is. I don't know if they're in Only War, but I'm pretty sure they are in one of the other books.
Is there really?
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's, I think, acrobatics or...
I don't think it's acrobatics.
I think acrobatics is to slip out of the cuffs.
Mhm.
Like to do that contortionist thing where like you dislocate your thumb and like slip your hand out if it's tight. Or whatever it is.
Oh, I don't know where they are now.
Oh yeah, I remember. It's not for cuffs, it's for like ropes. I don't think you can like remove cuffs specifically.
No.
Security roll?
I would imagine.
Aren't these the one you got from what's his face?
Zava?
No, you didn't get one from Xavier.
The other guy.
Yeah, fair.
The anti-Zava.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Do you wish to try and break out of them strength or break out of them with security?
Security, because I don't have athletic strength.
Okay. They're -40.
Oh. I hate to say it, but I'm not getting out of that, so...
I mean,
You can do it.
you could try a strength test at -60.
Holy shit!
You are trying to look.
Yes.
These are Sinus Spec manacles, which are for Tolarians.
Nice! Not for me right now, but nice in general.
Yeah, no, that's why I asked. You literally cuffed him into one thing he can't escape from.
I didn't think about that. Yeah, I can begin to spot. If,
Oh, I'm dying.
Unless Nurse Derek wants to give me a las pistol, I'll just sit here and spot.
Okay.
So I'll open the hatch, or if there's like a slit I can like look through and like peer through and whatever, I'll just start spotting for people and update their positions.
Yep. Okay. Give me an awareness test. Just straight.
Right, awareness?
Mhm.
I've never had to play a character quite like this. Nope.
Nope. So you still see the green X's. Well, actually, you can't see any of them. So.
Right. I'll call that out that I'm not certain where they've moved.
One's turned into a Y, apparently. Prison Bear.
Yeah. Derek will just suppress the cliffside. Raise him
Okay.
down with the heavy boulder.
Yeah, you may... It is hull mounted, so you may fire as normal.
That is... so he does not aim. It's short range, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So +10. It's -10, -20 altogether.
Mm.
But that doesn't quite matter.
Yep.
Yeah, he does not hit anyone. But they have to make a -20 willpower test or be pinned. Because he's suppressing them with full auto.
So the one that can actually do anything is not suppressed. The other one is like...
Yeah.
So he doesn't need to make a test.
There's just some weird noises.
And he's Tolarian.
Can Brismere attempt a awareness test to see those that are hiding?
Yeah, you may attempt to spot. Anyone may attempt to spot.
Is
It's
it
-20
an
because you know
action,
roughly
or-
where they are.
Is that an action or is
No,
that a partial action? Like part of another action?
you can do it as part of another action
Hmm?
if you wish.
Okay.
If
no,
it's
I
a
don't
if
see
it's a
them.
fitting one.
Mhm.
Yeah. So you suspect they are at the green X's or this one that is prone and like
Yeah.
incredibly stunned.
I'd just take a half-inch shot at the guy that is near that.
Okay.
Because fuck you in particular.
Okay. Yep, you miss.
Mm. Their turn.
And it's their turn. This guy needs to make a toughness test. He's fine, he's no longer stunned. Jaw is amazing against you guys, because you guys are cheese.
Yeah.
It just so happens the God of Fate has given us this ability. Also known as the God Emperor. May you watch over us.
What ability is this?
The
Mind
ability
roll.
to shock and stun people,
Ah.
which is our quote-unquote cheese.
Yeah.
Hey, it's delicious cheese.
He's going to run away.
Fuck this
this-
shit, I'm out.
This guy is actually also going to run away. And this guy is going to throw a grenade. Because apparently I like doing this now. He's going to throw it at Private Gek.
Oh my god.
He will...
Shouldn't be throwing things at like your distant cousins.
No.
It's rude.
Size 5 target. Private Gek is hit.
You will try to dodge.
Dr. Ibble and whatever the other one's name is also hit, I assume.
Was that 3 success?
Yes.
Then
No.
he... Is it?
That is not short range for him.
No, but it's a size 5 target.
Yeah, but okay, yeah, never mind.
Plus 10 from single shot, plus 10 from half aim, plus 10 from size 5 target.
Yeah.
And that is 3 degrees.
Then he cannot dodge, as the grenade is sticky. It quite literally sticks to him.
Right to his ass.
Yes.
Deadlight rolls 10 plus 10 plus 10.
Yes.
That is
Oh, I should have rolled for the regeneration last turn.
Yeah, sure, that's fine. You can do it now as retroactive. But unfortunately, Private Gek cannot dodge, as the grenade literally lands on him.
You people in your mounts who get dodges, just
Wait,
regeneration. Sorry.
regeneration?
Sorry, what was that? Dia was ranting.
Regeneration was a 1 on a D10, right? Or a D100?
It's a toughness test on a...
Right.
It's a toughness test. If you succeed, you get one back.
Forgot that. It does not regenerate.
Okay, and then he's unfortunately stuck by a grenade, which then detonates.
Bye bye.
Yeah, that might also kill the Atlas as well.
No.
I doubt it has to do like 9 damage through its armor.
Rear armor.
It takes 6 damage, it does 3. It's fine.
Oh, does it only take 6? Oh.
Yeah, it's 16 armor rear, so
Yeah.
12.
Yeah, it's only slightly better condition than when you finished after last session.
I mean, at least
At least it didn't explode, killing 3 people.
So it's...
What does my mount roll?
You would
Sonic
roll
just nopes out of the way of the blast.
hammer. I believe you need to make a survival test, actually.
I think it's survival minus 40 plus mounts survival?
Mounts agility.
Mounts agility.
Yeah.
Plus,
Which is
plus
40.
10 from it being loyal.
Yes.
Okay.
So effectively, it's a plus 10 survival test.
Well, that's okay.
Dr. April is dead.
And Gek
Does he go to crit 10?
Yes.
He has 3 toughness.
Oh no.
He needs at 0 wounds.
I wish to leap this way, if that's fine.
You may.
Okay.
Energy body.
I will tell you what he has. He has a last carbine. He has no grenades, but he only has a last carbine.
Can you roll me a 1d2, please? Do not roll a 1. Okay, good. He doesn't blow up.
Does that guy become visible?
Yes, sorry, he should be visible. I feel like it was a successful grenade.
A little bit. Yeah. A little bit.
Wait, it killed Gex as well? Oh no.
Yeah, killed the guy. It landed on the Smirgak, killed it, and then killed the comrade as well.
Okay, that's harsh.
That is harsh.
We're losing mounts left and right. I'm sad.
Hey,
Witchcraft.
the pilot's still alive. It's already an improvement from last session.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's
I now
going.
have a burning hatred for the enemy and they're clean.
It is then face turn. I'm pretty sure this guy is dead.
Yes. Half action E, shoot.
Okay.
I love how Faye bought the spotter talent and is now no longer able to use it.
And he's got skilled rider as well.
Not good rider. That one I didn't yet.
I was about to say salt in the wound.
So yeah.
Ooh.
Just hits.
Is
not pro.
It's unreliable?
No.
It's not unreliable.
I think it has
It's
overheat.
not reliable.
It's not
It has
reliable.
overheat.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's,
He is-
I drop it.
You could fake it.
You know what? No, I'm not gonna fade it.
Okay. Fair enough.
It's a hit.
It is a hit. You do not get any additional degrees of success though.
No. Just 1d10.
1d10. To the arm.
Pen 4.
Yeah.
Going for.
Felling 4.
8 falls, felling 4 as well.
Yeah, no, that's fine. He takes a little bit of damage.
And it's shocking, isn't it?
Shocking.
Oh yeah, now he. This is where shocking actually makes sense.
You are dead.
Oh no!
Hey,
Shit
remember your
down.
objectives.
Capture him
That is all
alive.
I'm gonna say.
We have one alive.
Whoa, alright. Let's not
But
turn
that
me
one-
in, please.
That one we are not going to have vivisected.
Pretty sure you require 6 alive, actually.
We've acquired quite a few alive, yes.
Yeah.
We're really good at capturing.
Multiple people ask you to bring Tellarians back alive, so. Falcon!
Well, I mean, a hit is a hit, right?
You
is indeed a
charge him. You use mounted charge.
Yes.
I mean, I was
Does he
gonna charge
dodge?
him.
Can he dodge?
No, he can't, he's stunned.
He is
Alright.
stunned.
Well, in that case, he takes 17 damage, pen 5. And that's felling 3 as well.
I love how I say, don't forget, you gotta capture him alive, and then Dio instantly kills him.
I want to use my ambush. I haven't got to use it yet.
Could you use your ambush to like cuff him?
He grabs the cuss and he just like wraps around the guy's throat and starts choking him. Yeah, sure, he's
Well,
cuffed.
I guess I could. All ambush does is give me like 1 point of damage per degree of success on my stealth test. So I just like cuff him for 6 and a bit points of damage.
You need to have
Break
stealth
his
sniper
wrist.
after that as well, so you go back into stealth.
That's what I'm
After
getting when we get experience today.
So you cuff him and then you're invisible.
Are you actually cuffing him, or are you just rancing him?
I can't cuff him. He's run through. Hopefully,
No, he's not actually.
he's not. Oh.
No.
Wait, he's alive?
17 damage, pen 5, felling 4.
Oh, he's got felling.
Yeah, it's got felling. No, felling
Uh,
3. Sorry.
You need to say if it's got felling, because it doesn't show me otherwise.
Oh,
I
sorry.
need to say that as well.
Yeah, no, like, Faye is very good at saying that, but Dio needs to say it if he's got, like, as a house rule, you need to say if you've got felling, because I don't memorize all your weapons.
Oh, also, I just realised it uses my mount's agility, not my strength, so that's actually 19
Mouse.
damage, pen 5, felling 3.
19? Okay.
No, you can write felling in the damage box, you noobs.
Can you?
That's true. What is it, impact?
Should be rending.
Yeah.
Impact?
No, it's impact. Why would it be rending? It's a stab.
Oh, do you know what's great, he's dead.
Isn't it a lance primitive?
No.
Also,
Yeah. Yeah, you hit him so hard you break him,
Nice.
which also means you break his gear.
Curses. Well, not his gun. Right?
It's a body shot, so...
It's a body shot, he's
everything
holding his gun.
but Chest armor could be fine.
But it was stab.
Yeah.
Stab.
I assume it didn't break the helmet, so grab the helmet.
Yeah.
Ah, there we go. That works. If you put felling 4, please, because saying
Yeah.
felling doesn't actually help. Thanks. Yeah. Cool, that works. Okay.
Faye, who are you shooting?
He's testing it out.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, that's the end of combat.
I love how it's always like, oh, we're gonna ambush them. They get shot, they run away.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's entirely the point of those guys. Shoot, try to do as much damage as possible, and then disappear.
Kipo was looking for the key for these cuffs. This was a bad idea.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
What I...
I'm testing this.
So guys,
Okay,
I
cool.
think this version of Hilo has warned us about the incoming ambush. So I do think it may be best that we remove the cuffs for now. I mean, if he turns on us, we will be able to handle him.
So are you uncuffing him?
I'm all for uncuffing him.
You need to put a 1 there. He's still got level 15.
Anyone else in favor of uncuffing him?
That's fine with me.
Yeah.
I suppose.
Like if you've got no other choice.
It's either uncuff me so I can actually be useful, or just let me sit here and be eyes. Oh, did I? Okay. I was just trying to get the crippling on the dragonfly before I forgot.
Yeah, well, you actually completely... Like, that doesn't roll. You literally can't roll that with 2d10 plus 8. You cannot roll 2 damage.
It's 2d10, keep highest one.
Yeah, but you can't get 2
Oh, yeah.
on 1 dice plus 8.
Alright, let's test that real quick.
Anyways, let's collect leftovers of this terrarium.
I'll note that down. The one that dropped his rifle seems to have picked up his rifle and bolted.
I will grab the helmet, specifically. Because the chest piece is probably fucked to all hell, but the helmet should be fine.
Yeah, the chest piece has the stealth gear, as far as you can tell. Well, the main generator. If that is destroyed, the rest of the armor is effectively useless.
Yeah, but I'm more interested in the visor.
Okay, yeah, you can recover the visor if you note that down on your stuff.
Because if we can start working on getting everybody the visor to help them see the invisible people, then it lessens the threat long term.
This is true, but you don't have the tech temple with you, so you can't really do that in the field.
Yeah. But having the visor and the pieces that were not crushed under the charge will definitely help with that.
So, okay, let me ask, people, are you carrying it or are you leaving it to get gear scavenged?
I will be carrying it.
Okay, then note it in your gear.
Mhm.
But yeah. So yeah, what do you guys do now?
Well, we have a charge pack. We have a mission.
Yes.
Just going to
Um,
leave Private Gek and Dr. Iguana just laying there in the middle.
Did you say Dr. Iguana? Because I
Doc-
find that
Dr.
that's a
No,
heretical
Dr.
name.
Dr. Ibble and Private Gex. Sorry.
Yeah, we are.
You're fine. I say we just take their gear and leave them. 'Cause as far as I understand it, clans doesn't have a white protocol for fallen comrades.
I mean, it is whatever you guys want to do. This is an opportunity to roleplay. I'm trying to encourage you to roleplay, guys.
Yeah. Well, probably,
I mean, this is kind of
I,
where Faye Balto should
Yeah.
be saying stuff, not...
Oh, I'm typing it out.
Okay, that's fine, but...
I imagine that
I'm not
each
that kind of linguistical genius in this kind of things.
I imagine that each of the clans that make up the regiment has their own burial rites.
Gray, you've gone very quiet.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you've just gone quite quiet.
No, I said that probably each of the clans that make up the regiment have their own burial rites, and so there's no great overarching protocol.
This is true.
Like some would feed their dead to the Sverngaks, or alternatively cook a dead Sverngak.
Yeah, like,
I'd imagine the black ships would probably smash the head and burn the body.
yeah, like, it is... This is an opportunity for you to do what you wish, what you feel is appropriate for your character.
Peepo will, once upon seeing that there's actually remains, unlike the last group that was mush, will approach the two bodies and start just putting them into like a more respectful thing, other than I just got blown up and this is how I landed kind of style.
I say we take their dog tags and feed them to the Svungeks.
Swingers don't eat metal.
Don't they?
No.
No, I mean feed the bodies to the Svungeks,
Oh,
not the dog
okay.
tags. They're like...
Sorry, the way you said it is like, we'll take the dog tags and feed them to the Zwingak. Eat this metal! Arrgh! But yeah, no,
So we're using fansmans, right?
it is up to your character.
Peepo will put his hand right on a... Okay. People will put a hand on Faye's shoulder, and in a kind of like knowledgeable way, but yet like slightly pulled back, as being used to seeing things like this coming, or having like a feeling something bad was coming, this catching people off guard, obviously has thrown him off a bit, and suggests to burn the bodies. As to give them to the Angel of
To
Combustion.
the Angel of Combustion,
Yes.
yeah. We'll sacrifice a bit of the looted fuel to do that.
I mean, a bit of wood is easy to come by. Trees are knocked over.
Yeah, we'll just use woods.
Yeah.
We'll give them a
It
kind
feels-
of a Viking pyre, minus the water.
Fuel would be more fitting, wouldn't it be?
Yeah, but I mean, you do
Fuel
need
is
other
also
stuff.
fuel is also like our most valuable resource. We're not going to just
Exactly.
waste it.
More respectful, or whatever.
That's why I said a bit of it. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll use the fuel as kindling.
Mm-hmm.
We'll use the fuel as kindling, but we'll make it out of wood.
Just like
We'll use the
that.
fuel as kindling.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine like in a normal funeral where they throw the dirt on the coffin, you throw like a splash of fuel like that,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
so the
And-
flame goes brighter.
I'd imagine they'd even put like some grease markings along like the faces, but fluff.
Yeah, like
Mm-hmm.
the body isn't in a particularly good condition, but that doesn't really bother any of you. Yeah, yeah. If there's nothing else you do here,
Oh, takes a bit of time to prepare a proper funeral, though. Well, proper.
yeah,
A pyre.
yeah, that's fine. Anyone can help you. Anyone can also repair the atlas. It's not like Medicare where you can only do one test a day. You can do as many tests as you like. They just take a lot of time.
Mhm.
So
I would
Like, if
say
people can help me build a pyre, then we can. Prismer and Hayden and Falcon can try to repair the atlas.
People will wholeheartedly help because I'd imagine, as used to being a diviner, would kind of learn like semi-priesthood stuff, plans. So, I'd imagine people would help with the passing best he can. I keep wanting to say she, but she is no longer.
I mean, if you want to stay female, you can stay female. That doesn't bother me.
I just love the idea that it's now a male. It's just hilarious to me.
Fair enough.
that is to repair the atlas.
Okay.
I'm assisting you, by the way, if that helps or whatever.
Yeah,
How many degrees of
I'm-
success is that?
I'm pretty
6?
sure I'm mixing out. It was 7, yeah.
7? Okay. Atlas is back at 10. Yep. It takes about 4 hours, which is about the time you need to get the pyre going, unless you want to wait till nightfall for the pyre.
No, we do it now.
Okay, you do it now. Then you still have a few hours before nightfall.
We probably should look for a spot to camp. Set camp.
Mm-hmm. And also, like, we need to talk about what we're doing. Like, we accomplished our goal.
Are you going for the ship?
It was a side objective, wasn't it? Not a.
Yeah, in
The
Inquisition
Inquisition
it
was
was,
for side objective.
From the Inquisition.
You got given the box. You were not told if it was a side objective or a primary objective.
I
Yeah,
guess.
it's also look, if it has the eye on it, you do it.
yeah.
But the thing is there's no guarantees that any of us can read. Is also the thing we could go with.
What?
No, you can read, dear Serene. Stop being stupid.
They don't know that we can read.
Yeah,
No,
that's our
not-
excuse.
It's
Do you
not
have Low
written in
Gothic?
Terrarian and we aren't in any we aren't Pharaoh worlds.
No, Deadlight. He means we can pretend that we can't read. He doesn't actually mean we can't read.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sure, you can try and pretend you can't read.
Then again,
That's going to work really well.
Is anyone trained in deceive?
Nope.
Not my current character.
Right, how about we go and do our actual mission objective then, eh?
I guess.
Fine. Guess I have to use this high explosive to blow up a ship.
I'm just saying, we bug out the moment things get too hairy. We don't dedicate to this one.
Yeah. Do we even know where the ship is?
You haven't worked it out yet.
Nope.
Yeah.
If someone would like to give me a logic test, I might be able to help. Or a tactical imperialis.
It's
Any
gonna work well.
modifiers on that logic test?
No, just a straight logic.
Yay. 3 degrees.
Falcon. No,
Prism.
Prism. You suspect that you haven't seen any anti-air, and black boxes do not record encountering any aircraft in their flight. That means there is only a certain area where an AA defense system could potentially be.
Okay.
And you suspect that if there's going to be AA anywhere, it's going to be next to a command ship. Or on a command ship.
So I will use basically. Can I from the crash zones and probably the cartographer and the black boxes work out where that ship could be?
Yeah, you use the black boxes and you use the choreographer, and you sort of like set out, look over, look for areas where they might have been spotted by the Valkyries and eliminate those. Then look for areas where the AA could have been that also isn't in the areas you've marked off, and there isn't that much. Most of them are quite high up, which means they would have been spotted quite easily. However, there is one sort of pseudo-valley location, sort of like the entrance of a valley, which make a great hiding spot, but doesn't limit its firing arc too much.
Okay, so that is where we should head if we want to do the Inquisitor now.
Quick question: how far are we from like camp? How long would it take us to travel there?
Okay, when you say camp, what do you mean?
Well, where we fucking began the mission.
Oh, the front
Base.
lines?
Base, yes.
Yeah, maybe half a day.
Oh, that's really close.
Yeah, front lines are... Well, the nearest front line point is quite close because they're assaulting the wall that's not too far away. It's between half a day and a day. It's not like, you're not like millions of miles out.
Yeah. So you're saying we head there, get our camp stuff done, and then head out again for the.
They haven't given us like a Well, they haven't given us like a timeline on this mission for the ship. So like we're kind of like wounded. Like we lost a lot of members in the squad as a whole. Like it'd be reasonable to try to like heal up.
Also, it's much easier to sneak if we're not having this rattling trailer full of loot.
This is very true. This is a very good point.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just as a heads up, if you do go back, you might not be deployed back here. You might not be redeployed back here.
I still say we could get away with going there, dropping our loot off, and then just heading back out saying our mission still isn't complete. Because it technically isn't. We just have too much shit because of our normal duties of just grabbing everything, that it wouldn't be too unreasonable to go back to camp, drop off, go back out.
I think that's a very good one, actually.
Okay, fair enough.
Unless like something super high up comes, I doubt they'll redeploy us until our mission is complete.
Fair enough. Deer's just making lots of breathing sounds.
And by we, I mean you guys.
Yeah.
Why is Deer being sneaky? See, this would have been a great time to turn in a prisoner. Oh wait, you don't have any.
Shame.
Shame, Deer.
Like,
well,
you had the option to like, no, I'll just go. Nope. I'm
Yeah.
with my lads.
I'm pretty sure your Purple Spine's Verghast even has takedown.
Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah.
so
Like, he has every opportunity to do, and he's like, yeah, no, actually, I don't want to do the objective, and just want to, like, murder all the prisoners.
to be fair, we don't have a prisoner, but we do have a recovered pilot. Possibly.
Yeah.
We're not sure
Yeah.
if it's a pilot. We assume.
But that's not your objective.
No, we're pretty sure she's a pilot.
That's true, actually. We have like a severely wounded like fucking dude person.
Yep, fair enough.
I mean,
Yeah.
Okay, you return to camp. I won't do a massive camp session now, because it's quite late, and I don't have anything prepped.
But yeah.
So, if there's any sort of trading you wish to do now would be the time. I can do influence refresh though. What are you turning in?
Wait, we haven't finished the mission though, have we?
If you're going back to camp, you count as returning back.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't want to go back. I just want to. I think we should finish the mission. We should leave Israel maybe here, or close by to the entrance of the valley and sneak in on foot, even without lizards.
I mean, you could probably safely secure the Atlas in that cave you found the other day. Not the other day.
Last night.
Yesterday. Yeah, last night.
Sounds good.
So if you want to do that, because you guys were saying you wanted to return to camp.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
What
you
about
can't return to camp and then not return to camp.
What about the wounded? Like, what do we do with her?
She's not dying.
She has broken legs. She's not going anywhere.
What
No,
we
if she's in the Atlas and you leave her a message and food, if she wakes up, she could probably use
what
the
we
Atlas to
could
drive.
do is we could leave those who are stealthy behind, who scout the ship out, and those who are not capable of stealth or recon go back to base to turn in the ship. That way we get a little bit of both.
I don't like that.
I don't like that from a GM point of view.
We should stick together, no matter what we do, I think.
I mean, that was the
By the
best
way,
middle
out of-
ground I could think of.
By the way, out of this group, who here has stealth? People has it.
Yes.
Falcon has it.
I think I have it. Yeah, I do, actually.
I have it.
I think Peepo is probably second best at stealth, only because of the armor, of course.
Okay,
Then,
so
like, from what I'm hearing, just be sending Grey back to camp, which is a stupid idea.
Exactly. So
From
he's
a
going with us.
from a GM point of view, I'm going to intervene and say, look, if you're going to scout out, you're scouting out as a party. I'm not having Grey going back.
No,
into
I
the mission.
agree with that. Yeah.
No, but that's what's stupid. Like, yeah, just send the ones who can scout back. Like, but everyone here can scout.
We're not doing this. Let's not talk about it.
I'm
We can
the
talk
only
about it
one
after.
that is entirely
I-
not trained for stuff.
I
We
would
can
like
talk
to
about
know
that.
what you guys are doing so I can actually prep. So,
We are discussing about it. But like,
yeah, no, like,
Yeah.
sorry, you made it sound like you're just not doing anything. And just, Serene made it sound like you were going to discuss it next week.
we're
No, I
not.
mean, we can discuss the stealth thing after. Because most of us are obviously in accordance to not doing that, so we can just move on.
Yeah, yeah. If we find a place to hide the Atlas and the pilot,
The cave.
yeah.
Okay, this is fine. It's just that I'm worried about the wounded. Honestly, like it's weird for me to leave like a wounded person that potentially needs attention.
Then leave Nurse Derek with her.
Yeah.
And this will be fine.
And we
None
could,
of you would have comrades.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but-
Currently, nobody of us really has a comrade except Falcon.
No, Falcon doesn't have a comrade.
I don't have a comrade.
Brizimir.
Your lizard, your comrade.
I mean, yeah, we've all got lizards.
Not all.
Wow,
Two,
what an
two,
Too
asshole.
soon. Too soon.
yeah.
Asshole.
You may shoot Falcon for that.
You
I'll
see
do
me.
one better. Terrellium Warblade.
You can't see me.
I'll just
I
wait until
stealth.
you're not stealthing away from me.
Nope, I'm never not stealthing.
He is the actual invisible man.
but yeah, I think this is fine. Like we'll leave nurse. What's her name? With the
Yes.
wounded Atlas.
You can't have male nurses, you know. You sexist.
Yeah, rude.
Exactly. Yeah,
Not an
we're-
only female profession. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll leave nurse. What's her face with the Atlas and the wounded.
Wow, Tim. Everyone gives you slack. Everyone gives you flack for it, corrects you on his name, and then you still do it.
Yep. And we go as a party without comrades to scout the ship. Is that fine?
Sure.
That is fine. Can somebody give me a survival test just to see how well you hide the Atlas?
Oh, do it.
Okay.
Behold, my amazing survival.
He like gives a branch to the front of me and goes, "Behold my amazing survival."
Is this a group test or just a one-person test?
No.
I will allow it to be a group test.
Oh no, we lost.
If you two if I get 2 assists, that's still like 3 degrees of success.
You're not retroactive. It's a group test, so you can't be assisted.
Okay.
Any modifiers?
So I'm at minus 1 degree of failure. Oh,
At least I bloody succeeded for Peepo. God.
2 degrees of failure.
This is just 1 from me.
I'm out of fate points.
I'm gonna fate point mine, I think.
So I'm at 4 degrees of failure.
I'll fate point 2.
You are again doing that.
3 degrees of
purposely
success.
screwing us over.
Okay,
I will fate
so,
point that.
Yes!
So I got 1 from Dio, who's not who's not facing it. I got 3 from Tyr, who's 3 from Peepo.
I think 2 for me.
Why did Falcon re-roll?
Because I fated it.
Okay, 3 from Falcon.
4.
Oh, goddammit.
4 from Falcon.
4 from Falcon. Yeah, no, you succeed. You succeed by a lot. You cover up quite well. You don't actually cover up the Atlas, you cover up the entrance of the cave.
Yeah. Can I try another medicate test to assist her recovery?
She's narratively
No.
unconscious.
Okay.
Yeah, and you've also done first aid today.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah, you actually like fell a tree in front of it,
Mhm.
which covers up most of it.
Okay.
If someone is looking at that cave, like behind the tree, they won't see it. So yeah, so you as a party wish to scout out. Just how you guys riding out of curiosity?
Honest. No. I'm apart from the party and slightly ahead and stealthed.
I would try to go with Falcon if he allowed me.
How stealthy are you?
I can turn invisible.
Right, like,
That's pretty damn stealthy. Okay, fine.
like no, I. So, middle of the map is.
What does wiry do again?
Worry means you can't carry passengers.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, Falcon cannot take a passenger.
I mean, he can like walk next to me.
Yeah, but you'll move so much faster than me. No point. I'll just go with whoever has an open spot, which is seeming to be Hayden.
Yeah, I wasn't going to let you on my lizard. I mean, like walking with a Xeno, that's one thing. Letting a Xeno on your lizard.
Is your lizard from Terra?
It's not a filthy Xeno.
It's still a
Didn't you
Xeno
pay-
by terminology.
Dio, didn't you cover your lizard in mud to hide its heat signature?
Yeah. I'd rather look. I mean, I think this like it's pretty obvious that anyone would rather have mud on their lizard than a Xeno.
Alien, creature not from Earth to humans. That sounds pretty Xeno, as well as the lizard that's walking around with, anything else.
You're pretty sure Peeper bathes. Does your lizard bathe? No. Yeah.
I mean, in 40k, it's used to signify enemy, alien, or off-world non-human forces.
Yeah, but I'm just being
They're,
pedantic.
they're allied forces.
They're
I'm being
still
pedantic.
Xeno.
It's still Xeno. You can have sanctioned
Xeno?
Xenos.
I mean, you have sanctioned abhumans, which are basically Xenos.
I mean, they're mutants, so they're not quite as bad, but they still should not be suffered to live.
To be fair, some of them are quite extreme. It could be argued to be Xenos.
To be fair, you also have somewhere you have half-breed Tau serving adaptive starters.
And really, I feel like the only Xenos, the only mutants that should be allowed are the Felinins, and then torch the rest.
Oh, so you don't want navigators or astropaths? Okay,
Nope.
I understand.
I'm
So
not
everyone-
Healthy.
Or psychers.
So
Also,
you
especially psychers.
so the Imperium literally can't function then.
It
Yeah.
could function, just not as quickly.
And even then,
Or
Philinids
effectively.
are pretty much useless. 'Cause
I don't agree. Yeah, the felons should be like torched first.
they're filthy skin wearers. They just want you to think they're mostly human. Actually, just cats and robots.
So no one here likes the Trotha and the fat people. Right.
We all know my allegiance to the Beastmen, because Beastmen. Goat people.
Gosh, no. They're getting reclassed as mutants, definitely.
Almost definitely.
Yeah, they're already like in the process of being reclassed. Anyway, so yeah. I need to find the map now. Which one is it? It's not that one. Boop. I actually need to update these. Hello and welcome to my black screen of blackness.
I was gonna ask, why is everything black?
Because I haven't revealed anything.
That's racist. Why isn't everything black? Yeah, you thought about that?
So, Theo, can you give me a stealth test first?
Yes. Can my lizard assist me? It's also trained in stealth.
No.
Why not?
Your lizard can't assist you because it's a lizard.
Alright, can I assist my lizard then?
Your list is
Stealth is
No!
not a thing at all.
Fine.
How many degrees of success?
7?
And then can you roll me a awareness test?
Is it that?
Anyone can do this. I just know Dio is doing this.
Oh, you know I'm doing it.
And then can you note down what you get? Just like degrees of success. For both.
Can I do an awareness test without the stealth test?
Your awareness test then would then be at -20 because you're trying to spot from a distance.
Okay. Because yeah, I'm not very stealthy. I have like a stealth target of 15. I see something.
Oh, dear.
Nice.
Yeah, as I said, I need to roll a bunch of enemy awareness and stuff. So oh, hello. One of them actually got 2 degrees of success on.
While actually stealthy, I think I will prefer to stay in the back.
Yeah, if you want to stay at the back, you can make an awareness test at -20, but otherwise, you may advance to not have this penalty.
Peebo kind of goes with whatever Hayden does.
Okay.
Because
Minus
he's
20
had
awareness?
coding long. Oh, I failed by 3 degrees in, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Either way, I fail.
So only person that got no, Dio got 1 degree of success on his awareness and like 6 billion on his stealth, so that's fine. So this is not to scale before anyone comments. That's not part of the reveal.
Two dogs of awareness.
So yeah, you see that there appears to be some sort of engineering team near the ship. As I said, this is not to scale.
Lots of orange.
You also see this tiny spot up here. There's nothing here. But there appears to be from your combined degrees of success. There's a few guard teams nearby, consisting of a handful of Death Swarm with big shields and a few Death Shots, sort of behind them. There appears to be some engineering teams, small groups of 3 or 4 Herenians nearby, working on the ship. You also spot, sort of near the side of it, several Talarians discussing things.
Do the Ukrainians, like, what do they look like? What kind of equipment do they have?
They seem to be having engineering equipment.
Okay, so they're lightly armed, if armed.
Yeah, they appear to be lightly armed, but they seem to be more focused on doing engineering stuff.
Yeah, okay.
Like, there's a few teams on the side of the ship. Others. Those guys are the Talarians discussing.
Are the Warlands like patrolling? Like, are they moving around?
Most appear to be stationary, but there are a few patrols.
Yeah.
As I said, this is not to scale. This is just because I can't be bothered to rescale this up to appropriate size and input 20 billion tokens, which will never do anything. Yeah. But yeah. There appears to be a small... These guys appear to be in a makeshift command tent near the side of the ship. It seems to have, like, not folded out, but it seems to have attached to the ship quite easily. And are discussing something.
I mean, we are probably too far away to even try and literally understand.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
Without a lock spark.
So I'm just waiting. We won't do this session because I don't think I've got enough time. So I will, but I kind of want your approach.
Faye will hop off. Well, this is the entrance to a valley, right?
Yeah.
This is in the entrance of a valley.
Mm-hmm.
So I will ask prisoner to bring me to a ledge near the entrance to the valley, where I can have a good overview. And then, as soon as you guys give me the signal, I will make a distraction fire at someone.
If you see my little diagram,
I suppose the red is the ship?
yes, the purple is the edge of the valley.
Given
this
the
is the
lizards
actual-
have terrain master, can we...
What were you gonna say?
I was going to say, like, find an elevated position for Faye to start sniping from.
You can go on this ridge. These ridges.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. But, yeah. I mean, you can set up on one of these ridges.
Yeah, which I will do.
How far are they from the ship?
Maybe 300 meters?
That's pretty far, actually. Long as, like, you'd be at fucking long range. Do you have marksman?
2 to 3. I mean, if
I
you
don't
go
have marksman.
to here, it's about 200. Like, the closest you can get is 200, but...
Yeah, but to double of my range is long range, if I remember correctly, right?
Yeah, beyond that, yes. So it'd be 300 plus.
What's the range of your weapon?
150.
So you...
300 is fine.
Yeah, anything below 200 is... anything below 300 is fine. So, you can get to about 200 meters, decently enough. So...
Put myself there.
Yes, the actual infiltration is something that we'll leave to Falcon and people, and the rest of us are going to distraction fire.
So I imagine you'd be rather unhappy if I just walked out into the open and challenged them to single combat.
That would be pretty stupid.
And by
Okay.
single combat, you mean most of their guns into your chest cavity.
Well, that's not what I'm challenging them to. That's probably the result.
That is what's going to happen. Because
I mean, they might honour your single combat.
And then they might shoot you afterwards, even if you win.
Yeah.
No guarantees.
I mean, if you want to challenge in single combat, I'm sure they'll agree.
Yeah, all at once.
No. I'll send a single enemy at you.
To be fair, Faye, I do have polyglot, so I can somewhat speak it if I pass the linguistics test required.
Oh, I'll even send a minion class enemy at you.
Either way, I'll head with Falcon.
Just send a greater Karlach at you, which has 95 wounds and a toughness bonus of 8.
You won't mind if we cheat a little bit.
What? Sorry, I was too busy being silly and...
So, can we get, like, up close without being seen too hard? Like, I understand about, like, the stealth check, but, like, how close can we get, like, while still being reasonably stealthy?
You could probably get within 100 meters.
Oh, shit, that's... Okay.
Like-
That's not the skill I was looking for, but okay.
Yeah, unfortunately that is the scale you'd have to work with without making any stealth tests.
Okay.
If you can get much closer if you're willing to do stealth tests.
Uh-huh.
As I said, this is not to scale.
Stealth is super useful.
The ship is not 40 meters long.
Yeah.
It's more like 50.
Yeah, I mean, I have like, what, 48 to pass stealth, which isn't, like, bad per se, but I don't really want to fuck it up either. 'Cause I don't exactly want to, like, fight the whole, like, contingent of troops at once.
It is up to you what you guys wish to do.
Yeah.
For us laying down a suppressing fire or covering fire or distraction fire, if you want to call it, so that Falcon and people can sneak in.
What we should do is actually scale up this. If I scale this up and put it over here,
What if we do some kind of, like, diversion?
Yeah.
On the opposite side of, like, our entrance point? Like, I'd be willing to, like, use myself for that. In the meantime, Falcon or someone stealthy, maybe people, goes and plants the bomb.
It depends on if Falcon wants to do the bomb thing. Because if he gets spotted, he's probably going to get an outright shot. If I get spotted, I can at least stall.
This is a good
Barely,
point.
but I could.
so Faye and Brisimir are set up on here, unless Brisimir wants to move somewhere else.
No, that's fine.
Okay, you can set up by there. Hayden, where do you wish to set yourself up, and where does Falcon and Peepo wish to set up? Bearing in mind you're approaching from this way, so getting from this angle is much trickier.
Like, is there, like, an entrance to the ship somewhere?
Oh, thank you. There are multiple entrances.
Okay, so it doesn't matter from which way we come. Okay,
No.
I think...
Well, coming from this direction, the engine is what you've approached first, but there are entrances, like, on the side.
if we blow up the engines, I think that will do the trick.
That would probably do the trick here.
So this is fine as well. So, okay, let's say, like, the sabotage team comes from here. I want to probably do, like, the diversion somewhere else.
To the north of the ship.
Yeah, I think, well, to the north. So I would go...
right around.
About there.
I would go here, like, I would go around. I would go to where Faye is and so on, and then it's loop around.
Okay. Can you give me a athletics test? Do you have climbing gear?
We all do.
Oh, do you?
We have
Oh, then.
we have grapnels and clip drop harnesses.
Okay, never mind.
What kind of test do you want?
I was gonna athletics with climbing gear, which I believe is like plus 40 or plus 30 with a clip drop harness. And you can't fail because you have a clip drop harness, so don't worry.
Okay.
It's not like a particularly. It's like if you didn't have the clip drop harness, it would be a harder test. But
Basically, just take some time now.
yeah, like as long as you're not like rushing, you can do it quite easily.
Are these guys looking to be in a hurry, or are they gonna stay here for a while?
They look like they still got a bit of time before their whatever repairs they're doing is done.
Okay, so
Maybe a day, maybe two.
what
like-
kind of diversion can we do on this? I've got some grenades.
Because that always
Well-
works.
Yeah, I mean that sure, but like,
Well, depending on how good I can aim, I can probably do some damage to the hull.
oh, I actually got an idea.
I'm going to tell you now, trying to snipe a massive ship like this is not going to do anything.
Yeah, it's probably got quite a lot of armor.
Okay, so my diversion is I'm gonna pretend to like walk up to them, well, up to like an area close where like they can spot me, right? And I'll be pretend to be surprised and start like running away. And on the way, I'll have like booby traps set up with like the frag grenades that I have and whatever other explosive we may have, so that like they blow up and like it creates like a lot of noise and so on. So that they at the very least split up their security forces. At best, like send like a bunch of people behind me that are gonna get slowed down by the explosion and so on. So that in the meantime, well, Falcon can sneak in or people.
Faye, I'm telling you, you can't snipe the ship.
Yeah.
How does that sound?
It
Sounds
works
good.
with me. One thing me and Falcon need to figure out, which one of us is going to carry the det pack?
Do you have tech use trained?
I do. We all do.
What's your percentage chance of tech use succeeding?
46% unless someone gives me a combi tool.
Alright, in that case, you can
In
do
which
it.
it will be a 60% chance.
In that case, you carry them.
Everyone has combi.
I
Peter
don't. All
doesn't.
my gear got destroyed.
Oh yeah, you.
I'll give you
In-
mine. I'll give
In
you
the
mine.
Atlas explosion that happened inside the Atlas?
Actually, no, maybe someone else, because I might need mine to set up booby traps.
You know, if I'm going to be with him, I have a combi tool. I can give it to him if we need it.
Alright.
Are you going to be with him?
I'll give my combi tool to Falcon or Peepo.
I mean, we're not going to split up, right? That seems like a bad idea.
Well, I mean, I would be like alone in my diversion, which is possibly one of the most dangerous places to be.
I mean, what? Are we going to split up, gang, and look for clues?
Yes.
We might have to, depending on what happens, because if they see you, they'll just probably shoot you on sight. They see me, they might not shoot me. But we don't know if they know exactly that I'm a traitor. It could just be rumors here and safe right now.
I mean, they won't see me, though, because I'm so stealthy.
Actually, this kind of works like Scooby-Doo, I just realised.
Wait, but who's
yeah,
what? People's obviously Scooby.
Peepo's Scooby. Hayden is
I feel like
Shaggy.
this is some
Because
high-level
Hayden's
racism.
like, I love Peepo.
No, if it's Scooby, then Falcon is Shaggy.
That's fine.
No, I was, yeah, but Falcon's like, I don't actually like Scooby.
Yeah, so it'd be whoever has the best relationship with Peepo.
Which is Hayden. Also, Hayden is in the trap, you know, in the diversion. I don't think anyone's going to disagree with me saying Brismere is Velma, because Brismere actually can do knowledge stuff without issue, such as first aid.
He's also smarter than Peepo. Barely,
And-
but he is smarter.
And Faye is then Daphne.
You get to be the blonde chick. I'm not gonna say more than that, but
Which would then leave Falcon as Fred, who is like, yeah, I'm amazing, and then never does anything.
Yes.
that sounds about right. That sounds about right.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Daphne was a redhead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Daphne is a redhead.
What's happening, Rita? I thought she was blonde.
Yes. No.
No, Fred is blonde.
Ah,
Yeah.
I really didn't pay attention to those two characters at all because they were quite bland.
Carmen doesn't have the same goods, does it?
You're quite bland. Yeah.
Also, most people's comrades are dead.
Yes. But,
To be
Evil
fair,
did-
I don't think
Evil
I'll ever
did-
get one.
Did not have his entire gear destroyed.
No, I've stated that they have microbead and tats, not a combi tool.
I thought they had the full gear.
What is the full? What is the full
Plasma.
gear?
By the way,
The combi
We need to
tool is
figure out how
part
I'll
of
be able to
our regimental standard kit.
Doggo.
yeah, sorry.
Yeah, comrades do not have the grenades. They don't have the sword.
Huh?
If
Oh, no,
you
they-
look at me making comrades, you have gear, microbeads, tat, weapons, last carbine, and a knife.
Yeah.
It's a knife.
Where's the combi tool?
I
call
thought
that a knife?
the comrades have the entire regimental standard kit.
No, I suppose
which
they
does
do.
not
Like, except the
include
grenades. Where's the combi tool?
We don't get grenades as part of our standard kit.
Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong character sheet. That's why.
Yeah.
Sorry,
So
I was.
he had at least a shovel and combi tool.
Most of this is tats. They don't get a riding beast. For obvious reasons.
Well, obviously.
I suppose, yeah, they do, then. Actually, that makes sense.
So
I have combi tool.
basically, people can have Ivor's combi tool
Okay, fair enough.
if that's okay with Faye, of course.
How good of a view does Faye have on her cliff?
Pretty good view of the one side.
Like, if we start going north of it, like, would she still have like a view?
Sure.
Is there trees? Is there what kind of cover is there in the area?
Valley's got a small river in the middle, and it's mostly rocky.
Okay.
It's good cover, but it's mostly rocks. There's trees on the edges.
Okay.
Who's making that beeping sound?
Beeping?
Is that the deer or the tear?
No, I heard it as well.
It's deer then.
Yeah, sorry.
What are you playing?
I'm not playing anything.
You're still doing it.
No.
Stellaris, that's it.
Yeah, no, I'm just setting up the race for Bacon's thing.
Oh, is that Saturday, isn't it?
Yeah, and thingy just came out. Sorry, don't let me disturb you.
Yeah, no, sorry. I recognise the beeping now. I recognise the beeps.
No, I'm trying to think like how can I set booby traps? Like, what kind of cover will I have while I retreat? Like, how big are the rocks? Like, can I like reasonably like hide
Yeah.
behind? Okay.
You can reasonably hide behind. They're quite they're quite big rocks.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, you could get a vehicle through, but the rocks themselves are quite big. You could easily hide a tank behind a vehicle.
No. Yeah. Okay. I understand. Like, I like if I run with the sworn gag, I can just weave around the rocks, and they're gonna have like a difficult time actually adjusting a shot.
That does create a lot of black spots for Faye to snipe, but there is also a lot of open ground for Faye.
Okay.
If you were to go on this side, while she wouldn't have cover from behind if they're behind the ship, once they move past the ship, you have an open shot.
Okay.
Just remember, there is a river in the middle.
Okay. Well, how big is it? Is it an actual river, or is it like a smaller stream?
It's quite a wide stream.
Okay, but it's still like a stream. Like we can walk through it.
Yeah, it won't do anything to stop a Svengak.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. How are you going to get Svengak down a cliff?
Oh.
It can go on any terrain, right?
It's not very vehicle.
They're all-terrain lizards.
They are.
There's a difference between all-terrain and sheer vertical walls.
Well, if there's spots jutting out, they could probably slowly make it down to each jutting out section.
They're terrain masters, right?
And they're quadruped.
Right, I'm going to actually go read Terrain Master.
Oh, I don't think you need to do that. They're just literally like terrain masters, aren't they?
Look at me, I'm cheese.
It suffers
I mean,
no
how fast are you on foot
penalties
is the thing.
for moving over difficult terrain.
Creature has large padded feet, widely splayed toes, double jointed legs, and even preternatural ability to sense uneven ground. It suffers no penalties for moving over difficult terrain. It's Terrain Master.
I mean, would you consider a cliff to be difficult terrain? Because I definitely would.
I consider a cliff to be a cliff.
And thus difficult terrain.
Well, is it a rocky cliff or is it just a straight drop?
No, I understand what that means. Like on tabletop, there's a difference between difficult terrain and impossible terrain.
Nothing's impossible if you truly put your mind to it.
Well, if you look at it against other
Okay, then
gods,
Falcon, I want to see you just take down this ship with a knife.
Alright.
In the words of Danny DeVito, suicide is badass, y'all.
Well, I will,
That's
Deadlight.
all I'm getting out of this.
Yeah.
Just a knife.
Just a knife.
Yeah.
I expect Dio to get a tattoo of a knife now. And
Yes.
just says, just a knife.
He's gonna like name the jetpack knife or something stupid now.
No, I'm only going to use my mono knife now.
Okay.
It's not the stupidest thing I've heard of naming a jetpack a knife. I have a friend who named their rapier Lego.
But what if I stab the jetpack with a knife and then throw it at someone?
If you stab the jetpack, it'll blow up in your hand.
But it's like C4, right?
Okay, then you throw a block of C4 with a knife in it, and
Yeah.
The knife adds
that's not gonna
nothing to
blow
this
up.
equation.
Okay, how about I put the C4 in front of the knife and then stab through the C4 into whatever we have to disable, turn the C4 on and leave. That counts, right?
no.
Oh.
You can keep
That-
trying to stab this ship. I'm going to start, planting and exploding.
Yeah.
You can't use C4 and a knife.
Cry.
Well, he could, because they're both one-handed.
Ooh,
It's just
ooh.
different.
No.
Because it's like a plastique, right?
Plastique.
Or like C4, you can mold it into shapes.
yes.
What if I mold it into the shape of a knife?
Can it cut?
Very soft things, yes.
Better question, can it blend?
Does it blend?
Yes.
Oh, right, enough of this nonsense.
It's
Dio can't take down the
probably a
ship with a
bad
knife.
idea.
Well,
yeah.
if he got lodged in the right cogs, he might be able to take down the
All right. So, no, I don't know. Like, if you think the Thorn guy cannot make the cliff deadlight, I don't really have a plan.
No. Like, it can't make the cliff on its own, but if you think of a way to get it down there, then I'll totally allow it.
Wait, why do I get-
How fucked was that grab chute that we found on the pilot?
Oh, it's a grab
What?
shoot. Like, it's the point of a grab shoot, like fucking be grab shooted. So it shouldn't.
But
be
we
fun.
don't know how damaged it was in the crash. We
Yeah.
know it functioned, but we don't know if it is still functional after it's
Also,
shot.
a Swingak is much heavier than a pilot.
I have a clip harness, a grapnel, and my Svengak is a lot smaller than normal ones.
Yeah, but your Sven
Yeah, but it's
is
yours,
not the
Sven.
issue.
Ah.
Yeah.
And
So, what if the grab chute is capable? He could send down this Forniak solo and grapnel down. I'm not saying it's the best plan, but it's a plan.
But if we combine the grab shoot plus like ropes to like lower it down,
Yeah.
like is that feasible? Like it would like reduce the weight, I assume, of the throwing act to something that a team of two people on top of the cliff, such as Faye and Prismir, could manage.
Yeah. You would have to do it at night because the Swingak is quite big and would be spotted quite easily in the day.
I think that's
Nah,
fine because
just do Dio's technique. Cover it in mud.
Mud.
Okay, they spot it. They spot a mud-covered Svengak and just open fire.
But it's a distant cousin.
They don't care.
I hate family reunions. Always
Yeah.
ends in bullets.
like if this is possible, yeah, this is okay.
Yeah, no, that's totally reasonable. Between a damaged grab chute, a number of ropes and cables, and several people.
Does the Svengak panic, or like do I just calm him down?
Can you roll me a survival test? Plus 10.
You can do it.
Oh.
Like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
said, you can do it.
Yeah, no, he is perfectly calm.
Wow, good snip.
You
This
just
is-
give him like a bone or something.
Go on,
This is
chill.
just a trip to the spa for him. Like this is
Yeah.
perfect.
This is no,
He's
he doesn't
just-
panic.
He's just throwing a bone the whole time. Is being lowered.
Tongue's hanging out a little bit.
Yeah.
He like lands down and just starts eating a bush. Just like it's not even like it's like a thorn bush, and he just like starts eating it. Doesn't care about the thorns or anything.
He just like rips it up out of the ground and it's like sticking out the left side. And he's just like slowly like chewing on it and like pulling it into his mouth.
Svengak do not care for your petty like thorns or toxics.
What even is? What even is?
These things are stupidly hardy when they want to be.
What kind of booby traps can we cook up besides my frag
Literal
grenades?
Wait, no.
Well,
Any
Yes.
ideas of this?
Give me a survival test.
Another one.
Yes.
This one will fail. Nope.
nah.
You could set up some trip lines.
Well, yes,
Quite
I was
easy.
already thinking about that, but like I was thinking something other than explosives, like something to distract them, something to gain more time. I was thinking maybe like a scarecrow, like type of humanoid shape, like assortment of branches and whatnot.
Branches isn't going to do it on its own.
It's not. It's yeah. It's
Um,
more like for them like to hesitate and waste a bit of time.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you're willing to use a bit of the salvage gear, like some armor or something, you can definitely make him like much more believable.
Yeah, I'll grab like a few damaged helmets and whatnot.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. How many?
If
How many
that's
do you
fine
want
with
to set?
everyone.
Yeah. Okay. How many do you want to set up?
I don't know, like 4.
Okay. That's fine. Use some of the Scouts Reclaimers gear, just to, like chest plates, helmets on some sticks. You sort of, like in a dark spot.
Yeah.
It's certainly not enough to stall them for any period of time, but it's certainly enough to make them hesitate, maybe fire off a few shots.
Absolutely, that's the intent.
It depends if you want to stay close to the cliff where you can't get sniper support, or you can if you're on the other side. You could potentially try and set up a landslide. It'd be a much better use for crack grenade than a.
I don't have frag grenades, I only have frag grenades.
Oh, if you only got frags, then.
I don't think it's going to do much terrain, it's just going to be like anti-personal booby traps.
Yeah.
Something I want
If I had
to
known that, I'd give you my crack grenades.
I mean, we could probably set up a rock slide from our vantage point on the cliff.
This is true, actually.
Yeah. If you want to step a rock slide, you can definitely do that.
Would the snipers like see like on this side here?
No.
Like basically right next to the cliff?
That's
No?
that's the blind spot.
So, how I imagine this going is while you're leading whatever small group follows you, because I'm imagining that send everybody after you, the sniper just picks off whoever stays.
This is, yeah.
So you don't necessarily need the sniper to support you while you're running.
This is a good point.
Brizimir can be there to set off the landslide. Faye can pick off whoever doesn't chase you. And me and Falcon can do sneaky sneaks.
I will allow Brisimir to be a spotter,
Hmm?
to act like a comrade, if he wishes.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine with me.
Because at the moment I don't see a way for Brisimir to do anything, to do much, because you've only got a last carbine.
Yeah.
Hayden, you've got a sniper rifle, don't you?
I have assault gun. Yeah, sure. I'll give it to. I'll give it to Prismare.
Yeah, because it's got decent range, doesn't it?
Yes, it's a longout.
Yeah, so it's got decent
Okay,
range.
it's a long last.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, fine.
It's
just-
it's a primitive long glass, yes.
He just he calls it a long last, but it actually just fires red salt. He just paints salt red and just goes pew when he fires it.
It's just a slingshot that's modified to look like a long lance.
The range is the same.
Yeah. Does
Cool.
anything I should know about Spore?
But what?
Great, you're being very quiet. You're gonna have to speak up.
Yeah. Is there anything I should know about the borrowed sword rifle? Besides that it's a long last.
It is primitive 8. If you roll a double, you will use twice the ammo, and it is balanced. In case you ever need to use it as an improvised weapon in melee.
Of course, everyone's going to immediately engage them on the top of the cliff.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. So yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. Okay, if you note that down, Gray.
Everything else is the same as the long ones.
Primitive 8, balanced, and what was it?
If you roll a double, you use twice the ammunition on a shot.
And get teleported inside a terrain.
To be fair, I still have one level of Sinesian, so it is still possible.
This is true. So yeah, is that your plan then?
Yeah.
For the most part, I'll go into details about the booby traps next time. I guess maybe.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, you would have gotten 4 crag grenades, and you gave yours long last to Prisoner. I'll give you the crag grenades to set up the.
Yeah. So long as you're staying like 100 meters away from them, you can easily like set up traps, and like someone else can come down and help you, such as Brisimir or Faye.
Okay.
I suggest one of you stay up on top of the cliff to be a spotter, and like even in the daytime, you've got enough cover in the valley to, move about. With someone spotting, they can easily warn you of approaching fucking patrols.
Enemies.
So yeah. So yeah, if you let me know how many grenades you're using and such, that will help.
I have 4 frag grenades, and how many crag grenades are you giving me?
4 crack.
4 crag. I think I'll be using. I'm not sure if I want to use all 4 of my frags because they're kind of good in a pinch. To like stun the enemies at least.
If you want, I could also give you a Pirellian stun grenade.
Oh yes. Unless you want to keep it.
But what you also can do is, from those gear scavengers, we could have taken some of the chargebacks for the last guns.
What are those
You
gonna do?
Flash bombs.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you can get some improvised, yeah.
If someone gives me a tech use test.
Any modifiers on that?
No, just normal modifiers.
So 20, 30. I suppose assistance possible?
Assistant can be quite easily achieved, yes. From one person.
Hmm. 5 degrees.
5 degrees? Yep. So you can have 3... Anything else? So I currently got 4 dummies, 4 cracks, 1 stun, 3 charge pipe bombs, and how many frags?
4.
4 frags? I thought you said you weren't going to use them all.
No, debating. I guess I'm only gonna use 3 frags and I'm gonna keep 1 on me.
Okay.
for like a pinch.
What are you doing these with?
I'm just.
Oh, I like that way.
This is true as well. Yeah, you don't need to set up trip mines. They can be set up for a Fae to detonate.
Yeah, that's why I said like, okay, we can use the charge packs, and when you shoot them, they explode.
I'm assuming you're taping multiple together, so they actually do something.
Yes.
Yes.
They're not particularly effective, but they're certainly enough to stun an enemy for a moment or two, or make them go to dive to cover.
Maybe even knock them prone? Possibly?
No.
Yeah, I tried for you, buddy.
But that's actually the point of the charge pack bombs, is to just disorient them.
Yeah.
No, I think this is enough material. I think we can work with this.
Okay, cool. This is fine. So then, when do you want to do this as well? This will affect it greatly.
So we lower this Horngag at night. Is it dark? Like really dark? How dark
Wait,
is it?
do we know if drones have dark vision? Okay, well, can you see the dark people?
I can tell you they do.
So not at night.
Effectively, we won't have as much advantage at night.
I mean, yeah. Also, you know that they do dim the lights at night as well on the ship.
Do we know which angle the sun rises in? Does it rise on the side of Faye and them, or does it rise on the side of me and Falcon? Or somewhere else, obviously. But
It's been a bit hard to predict because you're not actually a normal planet. You're actually a moon of a gas giant.
Right.
So the orbit is a bit weird.
Is there any test we could take to predict it? And just accordingly. Because if it's going to be like right in the face of the people chasing, that's good. They could be a little bit.
Navigate stellar.
Navigate stellar would actually make sense here.
Can you predict?
The sun's position, because it could be helpful if it's behind our guys.
I mean, we've been here for a while, so probably survival.
I mean, in terms of orbital mechanics, it should work just like it does on a normal planet.
Yeah.
Does it? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Because even with a gas giant, the orbit's going to be far away enough that it's not going to be that large in the sky. So even in the case of a frequent eclipse, which wouldn't necessarily happen too often, because some planets tend to have their orbital planes at a tilt, the actual time the sun would be blocked out would be like 2 to 4 minutes a day. Things are really far apart in space. It's kind of boring.
Yeah, I was trying to make it more interesting, Dio. Thanks.
Sorry.
Yeah, space is actually really boring because this isn't actually a thing. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But actually, it also depends on how the valley is like. If it goes east and west, and for example, the top entrance of the valley is in the east. I mean, depends on how the valley lies, right?
Well,
If the sun.
the main reason why I'm asking is because the snipers will probably be getting return fire, but if the sun is behind them, that could make it a little bit harder on the enemies to hit.
It is a big
And-
deal, yes.
Obviously, if the sun is just peaking and it's like directly in line with the ravine, as they're running, it could like slightly blind them and make it a little bit easier to coax them into certain areas.
But
Do you know what, I'm just going to roll scast dice because I don't actually know which way the sun rises. Sun rises from over here.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
okay.
Alright.
I mean, you could just position yourselves on the other side.
Yeah.
Like, you could literally just go boom. Boom.
Bada boom!
Ta-da.
I suppose so.
You made it sound like no. This side's like covered in rocks and sharp, pointy things that will just kill you instantly.
That side is just it gives me weird feelings. I don't like it. Looks at me fine.
Smells funny.
So yeah, I think like we want to synchronize our attack with like the sun rising above the snipers, so that the snipers are a very difficult target.
Actually, there's one more question. When we notice at night, are there as many patrols in the night as during the day?
Do you have dark vision or some way to see at night?
People?
Peepo does.
People, give me an awareness test.
Awareness!
We have a people.
Can I also get the Auspex bonus?
No.
Okay. Not quite.
You're not sure.
Either they're changing in ways that it's hard to notice, maybe because they're all like dressed so similar it's hard to tell if the guy just went off to go take a quick leak or if he's actually swapped out, I guess. So that's gonna be my excuse. It's hard to tell if they're swapping or just grabbing leaks or whatever.
Constantly just stealing leaks from the surrounding area.
So another question is, do you guys just gonna go plant the bomb outside into the engine? Or do you want to go inside and place it directly into the engine room?
Personally, I say the engine room, while riskier, is a better payoff.
The
Because
ship
if we
isn't...
just take out a engine, then they can probably fix that really quickly. But if we fuck up an engine really bad, that could cause maybe a chain reaction.
The engine currently isn't... The engines aren't online, either.
Okay, so...
So...
I mean, heck,
what-
if you can find the reactor in the engine room, like, just blow that up, it should do the trick.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like, damaging an engine, is good, but if the engines aren't online, they're not going to do chain reactions. So you need to actually be inside the ship to do
Well,
proper
unless we manage to place the charge on it while it's hidden, wait for them to take off, and then explode the charge.
Oh, this is an interesting point.
There's no guarantee we can have one det pack take out enough engines to really severely hamper it. Because some ships can stay semi-airborne with, like, limited engines.
We're hoping that the bomb will explode the engine, setting off a chain reaction.
Mm-hmm. But there's also that large area of what if. Because this is quite a big ship, so.
Also, remote detonation is much, much harder to do than times or just, times.
We could also, like, another plan, completely different plan, would be, like, to cripple the ship for long enough for us to, like, wither down the crew members until we can, like, maybe even capture this ship.
The problem with that I can see is we don't know how much crew there is, and we're relatively skeletal.
Yeah, no, it's definitely, like, quite a risky plan. But the payoff will also be, like, a lot bigger.
Given that,
that most of these Terrarians cannot go invisible. So we'll always be seen.
Let me just have a look at some of his character sheet, because I want to have a...
If we can find, like, their main barracks and time it so that spend a day or two watching them, maybe if I can even pass a fucking test or anybody can pass a test to figure this out. Time it so that we can detonate it in the middle of the largest barracks.
I don't think
this
is very realistic, sadly.
Yeah, I mean, that's the best I got for you on the capture the ship plan.
No, yeah.
If you want to see about the skeletal core and stuff, you can give me a Scholastic Law Tactical Imperialis or Common Law War Roll.
I have neither of those.
That's why you should invest in laws. So it's like, I don't know.
I know
Gino's
Falcon
gonna-
has.
I know Falcon does, because I just looked at Falcons.
What do I have?
Tactica Imperialis.
Yeah, Stormtrooper.
I just asked her.
Oh, right, sorry.
Dio's like too busy playing Stellaris.
I'm not actually playing Stellaris anymore.
Kingdom Come Deliver.
No, I'm not actually playing any game on Steam at the moment. I'm writing stuff.
Does anyone else want to give me a roll?
Uh,
Does anyone else feel like they have an appropriate law?
I have tech.
Tech isn't appropriate.
No.
If people want to try a -20 logic test,
I could try that.
I'll have a 6% chance of passing it, but I'll try it.
I mean, if you have multiple, then you can try multiple tests. So, no.
Close
No.
but no cigar.
I mean, anyone can try the logic test at -20.
Well, fuck that. Let's just fucking blow it up.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
I can cryptology it. I can figure out the secret patterns.
No.
You think if I Forbidden Lore Psychered it, I could figure out their psychery stuff?
But yeah,
Does anyone have a fate point left? Because if they want to spend a fate point, I will give you some good information.
I don't.
I don't think.
I don't think.
None,
Do you think?
alas.
No one has fate point left.
Nope.
We all spent it on
Like-
the navigation, I think, to get here.
No, we spent it on hiding the Atlas.
Oh yeah, which is also important.
Yes, it is.
I say we just go with the original plan,
I think so.
and
as
we
well.
just go for the reactor. Every
Okay,
other
fair
plan has too much possible
but,
failure.
yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. This is fine.
Get your
Yeah, I
aims,
think.
because next time we're gonna get raped.
I think we shall call the session there then. Yeah, thank you. Have you enjoyed it?
Yeah,
This game, it was great.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, my brain's just decided to switch off.
I vote for Peepo.
Not people.
Faye is salty.
Yeah, about Lost Comrade and Lost Man.
To be fair, you have a better chance of getting a comrade than I will. Because I don't
Me?
think I will ever be able to get a comrade.
I can't get a comrade. My class restricts it.
But my class does it now that I'm a brawler. But the only way I'm ever going to get a comrade is if we get a Harenian or some shit to surrender.
You'll get.
No,
You'll
So-
get.
sorry.
Why would you want one of those? They're disgusting.
I did say, Serene, I would give you a comrade so you can do camp stuff.
You'll get a crab comrade.
Crabrad.
Crab.
Yeah, but a size 1 one.
Hey, Deadlight.
Yes.
Deadlight. You know the facial reconstruction bioimplant you get?
Yeah, vaguely.
If you... Could you apply that to, like, a Tyrellian to make them look like a human?
That would be
That's a tough sell even.
best quality.
Even then, I would say it depends on like how long their snout is.
Like, that is... It's not even just a case of best quality, it's a case of literal full reconstruction. That's not
Cut
just
my-
facial... That's not facial reconstruction, that's like the entire body.
Only, yeah, you have to cut off the tail.
It's like unique or more.
Yeah.
You have to cut off the tail,
I mean-
restructure the face. The body, I don't see as much of a problem because
I see where you're going with this. I would say he would have to be ally and probably the first one. If that makes sense.
Okay.
But yeah,
I'm-
if you
I'm not
became his
doing it.
ally as the first one, I'd probably allow that. Otherwise, I'm going to say no.
Okay.
Because that is like too extreme for even for him.
Yeah.
He's more likely to stick more lizard bits on people than remove them.
To be
I
fair,
know
don't-
exactly. Like Dio's like thinking of someone, and I know exactly what he's thinking, and just
To be fair, I don't think people would accept it anyways.
who are people voting for then? Dio's already voted.
I'll vote for Faye.
Who is Faye voting for?
I'll give pass for now. I'm just thinking about who did the awesome
Great.
stuff to the decision.
I will also vote for people.
Who's people voting for?
I vote for Faye.
Who's they voting for?
I vote for Prismer.
Okay. Then people and Faye get 50 XP.
I'll take 500.
Yeah, like it would be extreme. I know, but it would be extreme for him because it's not just facial reconstruction; it's a full body reconstruction.
Yeah. Why does
Arguably,
why does
you wouldn't have to mess with the body.
Hmm?
Because you could sell the body off as just being a larger human, because Ogrins exist. So at most, you can show it off as, oh, this is an Ogrin. At
Wait, how
worst,
big? How big is a Turellian?
6 foot
6 foot?
ish.
That's within the human range of size.
Yeah, but it's not just that. It's like their legs are not jointed in the same way. Nor is their skin the right.
Put him in a baggy robe and he'll be fine.
Like, I see where you're going with this, and I have given you an answer, and that is the why I'm giving you an answer. Because it's not a case of, oh yeah, he's wearing a baggy robe. It's a case of, oh yeah, people have scanners.
Leadline baggy robe.
He's an adorable Xenos, don't mutilate him.
I'm an actual Xenon, I don't need no surgery.
Yeah, like, that's what I'm saying. If you want him to pass as human, it's not just a case of facial reconstruction. Facial reconstruction will get you past the odd, like, normal guardsmen, but it won't get you past psychos, it won't get him past anyone of the Adeptus Mechanicus.
Yeah.
And seeing as they are about in Camp Redemption, it's not
This is just, straight up, this is just Peepo is not going to do camp things, which is fine.
Yeah. Which is fine. So he can either use his alternative character for a camp things, or he can make me hiccup.
A deadlight. Would it be easier to make him look like a Svengak?
It'd probably be easier to make him look like a Sphingak, yes.
How about that?
No one is writing me in either sense. Not publicly.
Well, I don't
Speak to
think
me
we
privately, though.
Not, at least not publicly.
It's not public. Okay, right. Anyway, enough of that. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.